B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. Okay, we rally. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
You know what rhymes with Celtic fans? Belt the ass. You know? Shout out to Nets fans. We the best fans. And that front court is tough. You got Crypto Zorro in the comments say what I told y'all about MPJ. All that third option, second option, she dead it. Huh? MPJ, he said MPJ done unlock Claxton talking to him. Oh man. Hey yo, shout the Devil's Advocate NJ. I ain't reading that comment though, because I know what they want to say. NJ. I'll just call you NJ. I know what they want to say, NJ. They want to say we in the same conference and they outsmarted us and all of this and that. But yeah, for entertainment value, we whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to McPherson Brand, big fan of talking Nets. You know what I'm saying? I remember I went on the show. Yeah, I was hyped. I was smiling through the whole show. We was talking good basketball too. It was around the same time too. We was talking about it was me, him, and another co-host. I forget his name, but shout out to McPherson Brand. Subscribe to McPherson Brand. He follows all the sports. He's on W Fan. That's my guy. Shit. I think he got a Freestyle Friday show too. If I'm not mistaken. Shout to him. Shout to Joey BK all day. He said, "Let me talk my shit." Shout to Joey BK all day. He a moderator on his page. Shout to BC the Max. Shout to, you know what I'm saying, all the Nets fans. We the best fans. We ain't gonna pretend like Egor wasn't hooping. We ain't gonna pretend like Egor wasn't hooping, bro. We ain't gonna pretend like he ain't get aggressive. We gonna have a you know what I'm saying? We're gonna analytically break down what happened with Egor tonight, and I don't want it to be overlooked because I like to do this with the players because I complain about things that they're not doing, and when I see them do the things that I said I need them to do, I gotta acknowledge that too. So you know what I'm saying? I'm word tight like glue. You know what I mean? So hold on, we're gonna get to it because I want y'all to see specifically what I'm talking about. We're gonna go, you know what I'm saying, God bless you. We're gonna go to the word. Say God bless you. I know my God bless you count. All right, I'm just saying. All right, so hold on. You know what I mean? All right, so you got 1, 2, 3. He took the 3. That's cool. 26-footer. I like that. He makes that. He misses 13-foot 2-point shot. No, that's here. But I'm trying to look here. It's going okay. He makes this 3 from the elbow. He takes 2 threes from the elbow. He makes 1. He takes 1 midi from the elbow. He misses. And he got to the rim. This is 4 times in the paint. He's 3 out of 4 in the paint. He's 6'8". He's 3 out of 4 in the paint. Thank you. That's all I was asking for. I said y'all was playing. They was playing you soft. They was playing tender. The opposite happened tonight. That is the identity of the Brooklyn Nets. Is what Egor did tonight. If he plays like that, he's the identity. We don't have to get Darren Peterson in the next draft. And this draft is not a waste. Let's call it what it really is. 12.6 boards, 5 assists from Egor. With 2 offensive rebounds. 4 listen, anytime you see him get a defensive rebound, that's a chance for him to push the offense. That's a chance for him to push the offense. You see, he was a +9. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what we need from Egor. If he could average 12, 6, 5 this season, that is a successful season from this rookie, bro. I need to see that. We're going to get all the Nets fans to pull up and talk their shit. We're going to hear from but I want to talk my shit to the tankers first. I know y'all want to come up here and sully this win, but I don't care about that right now. I already know that the NBA can do whatever they want with those drafts, but be a content creator and go through all of these losses. We went through 12 of them. We got 3 wins. This the 3rd win. I don't want to hear this fucking up tanking shit. Not off rip. So I'm calling ISO because I can't tell y'all how to talk. But that's why I ain't throw the link in the chat. I don't want to hear y'all being mad at this win. I like this win. I like the work the kind of way we was playing defense. I like that. I like that shit. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout to the chat. Now I'm saying Nets fans is the best fans. Word. Egor is hooping. Drake Powell 3 for 4. Let him shoot more. What we doing? Let him shoot more. He 3 for 4. That's come on. You gotta let him shoot. If he over 50%, I'm letting him shoot. I'm letting him shoot. Terrence Mann ain't taking more shots than Drake Powell. And you know what I'm saying? Tyrese Martin either. Tyrese Martin, he was efficient tonight. So shout to him. You know what I'm saying? And let's call it what it is. Tonight, the story is really about the big 3. I mean, not the big 3, but they the biggest players on our team. You know what I'm saying? Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton, 33, 19, and 18. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. How consistent can we get Noah Clowney to play like that? We're going to slow it down. And we're going, you know what I'm saying? Look at Noah Clowney real quick. We're going to look at Noah Clowney shot selection. Damn. Now, as you can see, Noah Clowney, he got 3 of at the basket in the paint, 4 at midi. You know what I'm saying? 11-foot shot, knocked it down from a Claxton assist. So he scored because of the Claxton assist. That's a good pass on Claxton. Shout out to Claxton. He get a 3-pointer because of Egor assist. Shout out to Egor finding Clowney at the corner, between the corner and the elbow. It's a soft spot. Shout out to Noah Clowney. And shout out to Noah Clowney playing that pump fake in his bag. You know what I'm saying? I see it. You know, I see he really want to get this 3-pointer up top. He want to get it. He want it, but he ain't got it. He got the elbow 3 and he got the corner 3. This is where his comfortability is. He's not shooting it straight on 3s. He's not knocking them down. You see him knock the corner 3 over here. You see him knock the corner 3 over. You see him knock the elbow 3 over here. You see him knock the elbow 3 over here. Then you see him knock the corner 3 over here. This is his range. You know what I'm saying? He's working on this. I'm glad that they letting him let it fly. And they not penalizing them. They still letting them, you know what I'm saying, put up these shots. So, but again, the fact that MPJ is such an efficient shooter, they starting to double. And if you try to double with Clowney on the elbow and the corner 3, they can make the defense pay. Not to mention that there's a lot of assists in this game too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's look at that real quick. You know what I mean? I'm about to throw the link in the chat. Hold it down. But hold on, let me see. It is assists right here. All right, here we go. Oh, team stats. That's what I was looking for. How many stats we got? We got 31 assists. That's a serious situation. That's team basketball. You know what I mean? Points conceded off turnovers. We have what? Damn. We had 44 points in the paint, 13 fast break points. We won that. Look at how much points we won by. Fast break points is important. It's only 5, but 5 is a big 5. Yeah, I just think the biggest thing is the 31 assists. You know, I think that's the kind of basketball I want to see. You know, I'm not saying that I want to see us win I want us to win the next game. We beat the Celtics, beat the Knicks. I'm good. I just wanted to say that before y'all came on the panel, and there's a whole lot of chatter, this and that. If we beat the Celtics and beat the Knicks, all of the tankers that want to lose all of the games, fine. I'm cool with it after that. We got the Celtics. We did that. Now we need to beat the Knicks. We beat the Knicks. I'm good. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? I had to get that off. I had to let y'all know that's what it is. You know what I mean? So I know y'all going to come up here and say y'all shit, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Word. Hold on, yo. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. Shout out to my guys in the chat. I'm finna throw the link in the chat, man. I'm finna throw the link in the chat. I said what I needed to say. You feel me? Call ISO like it was necessary. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We gotta let the Nets fans talk. We gotta hear from the Nets fans. Where the Nets fans at, man? I know Nets fans is in the chat, man. It gotta be Nets fans in the chat. It has to be. It absolutely must be Nets fans in the chat, man. Nets fans is the best fans. That rookie's looking good. You know what I'm saying? 29 minutes, 21 minutes. They get a chance to do something. Egor got 29 minutes, best game he had. Huh? You put him in a game, he gonna produce. That still was nice. He was making plays. He's not just empty stats. That's still in past the Clowney. That play was tough. Jay even hit me about that. Word. Shout to Notorious in the chat. Shout to Brooklyn LM. Shout to everything Brooklyn Nets John. Out here. Yo.
Yo.
This the word, Joey. What's up, Notorious?
Chilling, man. Hey, yo. Shout out to everybody who said we lost the Cam J trade with Denver. Shout out to everybody who said MPJ wasn't a first, second, or third option in this league.
Talk your shit.
Shout out to everybody, bro. Now let me get in the let me get to the game. I'm not mad at this dub, bro. I'm not mad at it all because they deserve this. They played well. They played defense well, right? They played defense collectively good as a group. And it was multiple players doing their damn thing. Listen, MPJ went the fuck off, right? Cool. We all know that. We know what he can do. But listen, Egor, this is the most aggressive I've ever seen him play up until now. He was getting paint touches. He was finding his teammates. He wasn't scared to shoot out there. Jordy finally gave him some minutes in the clutch. That was dope. Egor played an excellent game tonight. Noah Clowney is playing grown man basketball. Popcorn muscles, as John would say, is playing excellent basketball right now.
Let him
That
know.
boy
You ain't
going
forget
to the
you
lane
said
like
that
a
shit.
grown man, finishing. His three ball is wet. Pause. Listen, he doing his thing. Popcorn muscles is doing his thing, John.
Talk to him.
Change.
We gotta change that nickname, man. We can't hold like that nickname. We gotta end that tonight.
I know, bro. I'm just trolling John right now. But yeah, Noah Clowney played excellent. Not Noah Clowney. Excuse me. Nicholas Claxton played excellent tonight. He did his thing on both ends of the floor. Tyrese Martin did his thing. I like the little sample size from Drake. That the dude athleticism is off the charts, bro. He got that Twitch athleticism. I can't wait to see him develop. I think he's going to be a great two-way player for us. And listen, we got a lot of losing left. I'm not mad at this one. You couldn't hear fucking a mouse piss on cotton in the TD Garden. So listen, I'm not mad at this one. We can't lose them all. So Jaylen Brown played tonight too. No, listen, Jaylen Brown has no bag. This man pushes off 80% of the time. His game is 80% push off, 20% back. Oh my God. And they let him get away with it most of the time. But that's neither here nor there. Most of y'all niggas, I don't want to hear this about Tatum didn't play because most of y'all niggas got Jaylen Brown top 15 in the league. And you know what? MPJ outplayed that nigga tonight. So you go argue with your mama. I'm out.
Yo, Brooklyn, you heard what Notorious said, man. He didn't really mean that. Don't argue with your mama. But now I'm saying, shout to Notorious. You hear what it's going. You hear what the Nets fans doing. We kicking up wild dust, man. Yo, Brooklyn LM, man. You see Nick Claxton with 12 assists, man. What the hell is going on, bro? Talk to us, man.
I mean, this is the best season I've seen Claxton play. You told me Claxton will have a triple double this season, I would have looked at you like you was smoking crack. At this point in time, this is the offensive leap I wanted to see from him, and he's doing it. Like he's being more aggressive. I like what I'm seeing from him. I don't know how to feel about today. I really don't. Like, realistically, on one hand, I'm surprised we even won. But at the same time, it's like I already know we got to pile up these losses. But at the same time, I'm not
So
exactly
hold on,
mad we won either.
Hold on, Brooklyn Allen. Let's stay here, and I wanted to have this conversation, so I'll have it true, and then we could go to John and Jay with the same conversation or whatever they want to talk about. But I just gotta ask you because I know you watch college basketball. Say we don't get the top three and we get Caleb Wilson. What's happening with that? Because to me, the more motion that got, the better. If I kind of want him to be drafted, I want the Nets to draft him. What you feel about Caleb Wilson if we don't get the top three pick?
If we get Caleb Wilson, we move, bro. I'm hyped for Caleb. You got a high level defender at the 3 or the 4, can shoot the 3, can shoot the 3 ball, can get to the mid range, got a post game. And he go out there to kill, bro. He don't. It don't matter if it's Darren Peterson. It don't matter if it's Boozer. It don't matter if it's AJ. He goes out there to kill. Like, this is the same guy that got a freaking kill list on his phone. Whoever he match up against. So we need that in Brooklyn. If you get Caleb Wilson, I'm not mad at it at all. You know, especially if you put that next to. I'm assuming MPJ will be here next year. You put that next to MPJ, put that next to Powell, Egor. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Like, if we fall out that top 3, we get Caleb. I'm okay with that. We move. We got a killer. We got a dog on the team. So you get that, we rocking. But I mean, as of now though, like with the way this team is moving, I ain't gonna lie. I liked what I seen tonight out of Egor. Like hitting the clutch 3. I like that Horty actually left him in the damn game instead of taking him out. This is the experience that he needs. He gotta, he's shown he can step up in clutch moments, bro, since the regular season. Did it against Cleveland, did it against other teams. He got that. I think he got the clutch gene. Like, he definitely has that mode where he ain't gonna shy away from the moment. I like seeing that. I think Drake Powell need to start already. I don't know what Horty is thinking, but it's about time that he start, bro. You talking about a guy that, with that, like Joey said, that twitchy athleticism. I like the fake pass he did the pull up 3, the jump shot looking smooth. Gets to the rim whenever he want. Like,
hold on. I just wanted to address this because we're about to go to John and Jay too. But nah, and Jay, I'm not sacrificing Clowney for Caleb, but I want Clowney to be comfortable with going to the bench if we draft Caleb. Again, because if we building a championship roster, we could get a lot of production from Clowney off of the bench, bro. He's tough off of the bench.
Y'all niggas disrespectful niggas, man.
I don't give a damn. If you get Caleb Clowney coming off the bench, man.
I don't know why you say
I'm leaving MPJ. I'm leaving MPJ in the game.
Y'all expecting rookies to just come in and take grown men minutes, just all willy nilly. Like, yeah, just here, take my job, man. Fuck my family.
They earned that job, Jay.
I ain't gonna.
I mean, I don't
they
know
are
if you
not
watched
earning
Caleb
that job
Wilson.
yet. They
All
gotta
right,
earn it.
I ain't gonna
I'm not crowning no 11th graders right now. They got to prove it on an NBA court. They got to do a lot before they get to taking anybody minutes.
They're doing
Drake-
that.
I don't know if you've been
Drake-
watching Caleb Wilson, but that nigga
I
can
seen
go to
him,
the.
I heard it, but if he gonna do it next year, fuck what he doing now.
I mean, y'all say that all the time. We all got to see. It's the same shit with rookies that come in the NBA, bro. Y'all say this all the time, and they still perform.
I'm still mad that Derek
We had to
Green
see if
bust
Kay
Joker
Cunningham
ass
was
the
gonna
other
do this
day.
shit. We had
So
to see
that
if
shit
Powell
got
was
me
gonna
hyped.
do all this shit. Like, y'all say this all the time.
Yo.
Of course, the rookies gotta come in to see if they gotta prove themselves. Most of the rookies do. Most of these niggas come in and say, I'm ready, bro. Like,
Yo,
real quick. Drake Powell
they
need
don't.
Drake
yes,
Powell.
they do. Not the
You
top,
saying most
at
of the
least from the
rookies?
top
Hell no,
picks.
most rookies do not come in and prove shit.
Has the top number 1 picks
but-
came in and proved themselves? Yes
Can
or
I
no?
say this real quick? Drake Powell need to take Zaire minutes, bro. Zaire fell off the face of the earth.
Okay.
I will say that he needs to be
Hold
taking
on,
Zaire
John.
minutes.
John, you agree with that, John? You think Drake Powell should take Zaire minutes?
Drake Powell should be starting right freaking now. I've said it for 2 weeks. I will say it every day till he is starting with the Brooklyn Nets. What more does Drake Powell have to do? Are you not entertained? No, but listen, the only way we win tonight is because of development. This is the first win of the season where development was a huge part of this. Noah Clowney, he's no longer popcorn muscles, Joe. I think we buried that a few games ago. He's really coming to his own as a starter. Shout out to him. But really, Drake Powell, again, best plus and minus on the night off the bench. A monster dunk. Shout out to Jay from BK who told him exactly how to attack the rim. Like, Drake Powell's really coming to his own. He's an athlete. He has the size and
got a
ability
big
to do
dunk
whatever he
tonight,
wants
right?
on the court. And he had a teardropper mid-range shot
Hold on.
tonight, which is
Did y'all see that?
advanced.
He had a big dunk too, right?
He had a big dunk. He also had a teardrop one-legged mid-range shot, which is like, I didn't even know he could do something like that. Like, he finishes well at the rim with layups, but now he's doing a one-legged mid-range shot. Like, bro, you Kevin Durant now? Like, he is really showing a lot of what he can do. Drake Powell is ready to start, and I'm willing to say this much. Drake Powell is the steal of the draft of the Brooklyn Nets. They drafted him way too low. He should have been top 20. This guy's a full-on athlete. Guy's a freak gym rat. Like, this guy is ready for the starting position. And just like LM and me been saying, he is ready for the opportunity. Enough of this Terrence Mann BS. Let Drake Powell start. Egor again tonight, 12, 6, and 5. A lot more assertive energy, like Joey was saying. We've seen it the last few games. He's getting more confident. He's taking more chances. He also played defense at the end of the second quarter. I think he dropped the center, Namas Quatis, on his ass, blocking him at the rim. And then he caused a defensive steal to find Clowney for a layup. Like, Egor's energy is just getting so much better. And he had another clutch three-point shot in the fourth quarter. And shout out to Jordy for finally playing Egor and Powell in the fourth quarter. Like, take the training wheels off. They're ready for the moment. Tonight was a really big test for them in the fourth quarter, and they both did well with the limited minutes they played in the fourth quarter. So shout out to both of them. They're ready for that starting backcourt job together. And I just hope Jordy makes the move sooner rather than later. And Clowney, great night. And then Claxton and PJ both had a solid night. Claxton's first triple-double of his career. I mean, year 7 will take it at this point, but Claxton has had a good year. He's definitely bounced back. The attitude he's kind of put in the backside, more focused, and his value's definitely gone up tremendously, where the Nets organization has some tough choices with him in the next few weeks. Same with MPJ. The guy's filling up the stat sheet, went off tonight, dunks, three-point shots. Like, MPJ is definitely in a groove. And I realistically can say that both Claxton and PJ, if any team wants them, the value is at least one first-round pick right now because they're both playing at a high level, being the temporary 1 to 2 guys. But just to say this, they're temporary 1 to 2 guys.
Slow down. Because my thing is, if he's gonna play like that, I'm shy to these trade conversations. Just trading him for a draft pick, like I don't know, man. Because again, the whole rhetoric around him being contrasted to Cam Johnson and them being equal players, lies.
I don't know who said that.
No, hold on. MPJ is leaps and bounds on the offensive side of the ball better than Cam Johnson. It's not even a question at this point. And
Crazy,
on top of that, clutch-wise too, yeah. And far as just thinking about what he would be in a 1-2-3 situation, I could see him interchangeable. He could be from a 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. You don't have to be the one option every night. He could be the 1 or 2 option from night to night, or even the 2, definitely the 2 or the 3 option from night to night. And the fact that Clowney is going to, if he starts to show consistency, and I pulled up the shot chart for y'all to see where he's knocking down his threes and where he's missing them. He's missing the straight on threes, but he's knocking down the elbow 3 and he's knocking down the corner 3. If we could continue to get his offense there and he work on that knocking down the middle 3, bro, we're gonna be all right. And this whole thing with like just with them playing well, just the way they trade value, I'm not really with it. If they're gonna play well like that, I'm shy to these trade conversations.
No, listen, I understand. I see multiple reasons why you could keep both of them. But let's remember, with Cam Johnson, Schroeder, both the guys look like the best players on earth on our team last year. And look at their situations now. And I agree with Joey. I believe we won the trade when we traded MPJ for Cam. I even said it on your show. Cam Johnson, for most of his career, was averaging 13 points as a lottery guy. He had his best season at 28 on a bad team. Look at him now with the Nuggets. He can't even be a pretend 5 guy. At least with MPJ, we know he has experience as a 3rd or 4th option. And for me personally, I will be fine if you do bring him back in 2 years. If he doesn't want to retire, as a 3rd or 4th option. I don't see 1 or 2. Respectfully, he's a good 3rd or 4th guy. He's like a Chris Middleton this stage of his career. If we have better pieces on this team, he could slide in as an easy 3 or 4 for us. So if he just keeps this up, that works. And Claxton, again, it's give or take with Claxton. I think he's a good center for what he's doing right now. But we got to remember, if we want to win in the future, you have to go up against the best of the best, the Jokers, the Durans. Like, can Claxton really match up against those guys? We have to weigh that the next few months. But I'm fine with the production Porter and Claxton are giving us. But again, just to clarify, we win tonight because of development from Clowney, Egor, and Powell. Like, those guys are really working hard, and they're getting the results because of it. It's just Joy needs to trust more.
Hold up, John. We didn't win because MPJ closed the game, because it looked like he closed the game, bro.
They listen.
Hold on,
They both
hold on,
helped us very
hold on.
well.
We gotta
I
get
wanted
this. We gotta
Tippy
get
tonight to
this
win personally to development, respectfully, Joey, because that is
Yeah,
what
but
this is really
I
about.
get what you're saying. I mean, that they did do their part, but MPJ part was bigger. He closed the game. He had the most points. He hit all the clutch point shots.
Mhm.
He hit a 3 in niggas' face. He dunked in fucking Jaylen Brown's face and screamed on him. Like, he came up when his team needed him. That is
Yeah.
something we've been missing, a closer. And you know what?
A
As much as
closer.
you don't like
Can't
MPJ, he looked like a closer tonight.
And
As a
he
third or
sounded
fourth,
like a leader
as
in
a
his
third or
post
fourth
game
guy,
interview.
I'm fine with it. But Egor even.
Hold on, let Jay get in the conversation, because I'm just trying to get the easy
All right.
on the Facebook.
All right, I'll finish the conversation after Jay goes with Joey.
No, I was just saying it sounded like MPJ was sounding like a leader in the post game interview. I mean, he was talking about how big it was to get a win on the road, talking about how much it was playing with Nick and Day Day, and then he said Nick and Day Day, then the rest of the team. But word, Yegor stepped up and had that big 3 in the fourth quarter when the crowd was going crazy. He was
Right.
Yo,
poised and still made that shit.
Jay, can you just Jay, real quick? What you
Wait, hold
see
on,
out there?
wait, before I forget to say this. Did y'all see
Yeah.
the shit where MPJ took the rebound from Clax and Clax said,
Yes.
"Damn, Mike, what the fuck you doing?"
Yeah, I seen that.
That
But
shit
yeah,
was funny as hell.
that's what I wanted to ask you about, their relationship and the way they play together, their chemistry between Claxton and MPJ. What you see there, Jay?
It looked like they trying to develop something, but it be looking nasty sometimes because I seen a lob that MPJ threw Clax that was terrible.
Right.
But sometimes it looked like they trying to develop something to me. You know what I mean? Nick Claxton with the triple double is impressive to me.
12 assists, bro. How did that happen, bro? Is that
Six in
Jordy
the
doing
six
that?
in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Six in the fourth quarter. And the thing is, it's like I give the credit to this win to Jordy. You know what I mean? I'm not giving it to MPJ, or I'm giving it to Jordy. Jordy is doing what he feel like he need to do for the team. I'm seeing improvements. Like Nick Claxton admitted during the halftime shit that they haven't played a good game of basketball all year. Every time there's a fucking mental lapse of a quarter or two. And even in the fourth quarter, we had some mental lapses. We almost lost it, but through the adversity, know what I mean, they stayed tough and kept and got the lead back, or extended the lead. Know what I mean, it's building chemistry, and then like I don't. It might be time to panic, you know what I mean, for y'all tankers, because they may win more games than y'all expecting. Because I said that if they get some sort of chemistry and then start to play well together, they could string together a few wins. But before it was looking too disjointed to win. But now they looking like they building a little chemistry.
But Jay, but again, this what
And
I'm
then people,
saying.
last thing, people saying when
Yeah.
Cam Thomas come back, he gonna ruin it. But I think it's gonna be exactly the opposite. He gonna come back and bring firepower to an offense that need more firepower.
Facts.
But
No, I was just trying to add to more so what you were saying to get into what actually happened in the fourth quarter. You feel what I'm saying? Because we did stay on 94 for quite a while, you know what I mean? And I remember
they
that.
went on like a 10-2 run.
Yeah, I remember that. We was on 94 quite a while, and then they got it all the way to 94-88. And then we made it 96-88, but then they made it 96-90, then they made it
But Breezy,
92-96.
we was on 94 for a while, right? What changed
Yeah.
what changed when who came in the game?
MPJ.
Thank you.
He's a fine third or
A
fourth
shot
option,
creator.
Joey. I have no problems with being a third or fourth guy, but he's temporary
Hold on.
a top guy right now.
Hold on, because we got to get the easy. Shout the easy on the panel. Jay, I just want to hear Jay and Easy kind of talk about it because Joey made a good point. When it changed when MPJ got on the floor, basically a shot creator. Like, how important is shot creators? Like, yeah, Claxton have 12 assists. Can we rely on Claxton getting double assists like that? To Jordy, to the point, Jay and Easy, bro, I agree that Jordy doing something with Claxton that Nash didn't do. Oh, no other coach did with Claxton. This assist thing has become like a regular thing this season. I've never seen this before from Claxton.
But I feel like that's something that E's been saying for a minute, that Jordy, he like to play through the bigs. And that's the shit that he's gonna be doing. Because if you look at what he was doing on the other teams, they all had a big that kind of they moved the ball through the bigs, Sabonis and Jokic. So that's
Jokic
why.
does it in his sleep, man.
But go ahead, Ease, go ahead. Because I know you were saying some shit like that before.
No, I said that even before Jordy came to the team. Yo, listen, my nigga. I ain't got much to say, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. When you leave me on the fucking pedal and you on your shit, my nigga, y'all cooking. I ain't got much to say, my nigga. You take the mic right now, my nigga. You got it. Hold on. Pass the rock right back to you, my nigga. You cook up on that topic. You know what's going on. Fuck that.
All right. Yeah, shout out to E.
Back and forth.
Well,
yeah,
look,
my nigga cooking. Yo,
look,
when my nigga Ellen on the paddle too. My nigga cooking. My nigga Joey on the paddle. Niggas cooking. I can leave y'all alone, bro. Y'all know what y'all doing now, bro.
I appreciate
I can just listen now. I don't even gotta put my input now. I can just listen to y'all talk now, my nigga.
You're funny, Ease.
I think we all on the I think we all done. I think we all agree that man got to go to the bench, bro.
Yo, he has to.
Like,
This
yo,
guy's
he was
doing
looking
something
so
else,
bad.
man.
I don't like man, but I think
hold on.
But listen,
32 minutes.
guys, let me just say this real quick. I like Zaire better than man, but right now Zaire is stinking it up, man. Zaire is stinking it up. He ain't hitting nothing. He turning the ball over. He getting beat on defense. Anthony Simmons was sunning him tonight.
I don't know, Joe, because
you just
they have a bad
investigate
game
them
in his
niggas, man.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Get the FBI to investigate them niggas. I think they throwing the game.
Nah, real talk. I like Zaire better than man, but man is playing a little bit better though.
Say real quick. Let Easy say what he's gonna say real quick.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. Y'all niggas about to yank the mic. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. One of the things that niggas need to take into account is the players and they travel. I know it's not a thing that niggas think about, but when you young teams, and not even just young teams, but just players in general, the travel really matters. So when you go from like Barclays to Boston, and then you gotta go to Portland, like that shit matters. That shit might fluctuate a player consistency. So I remember Zaire coming out in the early parts of the season. He was hitting. Now it's kind of falling off. It's the ebbs and flow to the season. So I would let Joey real quick. I would just let that rock because he did come out gunning in the beginning. It's just an ebb and flow, and plus we moving a lot of things around. There's a lot.
But Easy, real quick. It wasn't just this game. He's been playing bad for a while, bro.
Well, he's been bad since he hurt his back. Remember, he had a fracture in his back. I wonder if that has something to do with it because he was fine before that. Like, he might be playing through that too a little bit. Like, I agree, his performances have dimmed a little bit, but I still would give him bench minutes. I think he still gives you good defensive energy off the bench.
I'm giving him bench minutes. I just think Drake Powell need to move up in the.
He does need to start. I agree with you, Joey.
Yeah,
we all agree on that.
Hold on. I like Zaire better than man, but right now man is playing better than Zaire.
True. No, that's true. That y'all all right. And again, more emphasis on the fact that he's getting a whopping 32 minutes. Like, I'm not saying don't play him. I'm not saying he's not playing good and whatnot. I see, what he brings to the team. But come on, 32 minutes. He don't need that many minutes.
It don't add up. And Powell's defense has been amazing. Kate Cunningham, Desmond Bain. Look what he's done at Payne Pritchard. How much did Pritchard score? Like 13 points. Like, Powell's been putting people through defensive hell in his minutes. He had a steal tonight. He had a steal that led to that dunk tonight that he self-created.
Hold on.
But that's what be killing me with y'all sometimes. My fault, Bree. Just the fact that you say Pritchard was in hell because he had 13 points, but Egor had a great game and he had 12.
Did you see how Egor played tonight?
No, I seen it, but Pritchard.
The
I
offense is
don't
more
know.
relied on Egor. I mean, Pritchard to score the ball than it is
That's
Egor.
true.
Yeah. Pritchard
That's
is
true,
like the
but
second option on his team right now. Yego's a rookie,
Yeah.
bro. Still trying to find. So it's not comparable to me. For
Yeah,
real.
it's not really
I
the
hear
same.
y'all. It's not comparable, but they both on the same court playing the same game. So
Yeah, but
to
you
me,
also
it
have to
is
look at the
comparable.
fact though that he had 3 more shots than Yegor did, and Yegor had
Man,
1
y'all
less
seen
than
what
him.
Derek Queen did to goddamn Joker, man? And I wanted Derek Queen, man, and y'all telling me, man, all right. See, I'm just
That's
mad
No, no,
about
no,
that.
no, 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 no.
I'm just
Hold
mad
on.
about
Say
that,
that
bro.
shit again.
Listen, who would
Say
you
that
want,
fucking
Derek
shit
Queen or a
again.
top 5 pick this
Say
year?
that
I
motherfucking shit
wanted
again,
Derek
my
Queen
nigga.
over
You wanted
Yegor.
to early.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
niggas
about.
in this
No, I know. I'm
process, bro.
saying though,
What the
would
fuck
you
you
have
doing,
preferred?
dog?
I
Would you
haven't watched
have
Derek Queen, but I
preferred?
heard he don't play defense.
Bro,
Nah,
he
he's
was
been solid
cooking
defensively.
Joker,
And,
He's
bro.
and
he's a
y'all
top 5
acting
rookie
all
right
Cooking
He
now.
Joker,
versus
bro.
he
motherfucking
versus
and
Cooper
is.
tonight. He versus Cooper Flag
I
tonight.
was gonna say
Bro,
right now he's got 18.7 rebounds, 11 assists. Jeremiah
that shit
Fears has
had me so
21 points.
fucking angry, bro.
Jeremiah Fears has
To
been a
be
dog
fair,
Wait,
too.
wait, say that
Pa
again.
was
Hold on,
coming
Say
hold
on
on,
that
here.
yeah.
shit
To
Hold
be
on,
again.
fair,
hold on,
Pa was
Say
coming on
that
here saying
shit
that was the Black
again.
Joker, and y'all was laughing, and some
hold on,
niggas was laughing at him for saying
hold
that.
on,
So
y'all.
Nah, I
Hold on,
was
Wait,
yeah.
saying
hold
he
on,
was
hold on.
Sengun
Dylan,
2.0. He
say
was a
that shit
really good
again.
Hold on,
Say
can
the
y'all hear
prospect.
stat
me?
line again.
My boy, I ain't
yeah,
mean to
yeah.
cause
Hold on,
uproar, but that shit just
no, no,
had me
no, no.
tight. I
Hold on,
sent that
hold
shit
on.
to Easy. I sent that shit to Breeze and fucking Ice like 4 times. Like,
Yeah, nah, he was
You
hooping.
see
I
what
seen
that
the
little
stat
nigga
line.
doing?
Hold
Yo,
on, no, no,
Dylan,
no. I
say
just
the
wanna,
stat line again, bro. Say the stat
like,
line again.
I
I don't
just
think
wanna,
these niggas heard
I
that.
just wanted
The
to
game not
because
finished. The game not
nah,
finished.
again, hold on. This is what I wanted to say. Because I wanted to get Dylan in the conversation, but what I wanted to bring light to was what's really happening right now with the draft picks of the 2025 draft, right? And bro, Dylan did mention Kneppel. I kind of overlooked it, like, nah, I don't want no Kneppel on this team. That I'm
The
throwing him
fucking
to top
nipple.
three.
I
Hold on.
appreciate the appreciation, Breeze.
Right, hold on. The top three in the rookie ladder, as of now, as far as I heard,
He's
is
number 1 for
Kneppel,
me.
Cedric. Right, he's over Cooper Flag, and I'm saying that to say that mix of Cooper Flag not just being the clear number one, better than all of the other players that came behind him in the draft. I think it's interesting, especially tonight when you got Queen. Where his stat line is 20. He got 11 assists. A rookie. Imagine Yegor with 11 assists. What kind of Nets fans
But Breeze,
pandemonium is
it's
gonna be?
not a race;
Yeah,
it's
but
a
y'all niggas
marathon,
crash out for
bro.
No,
It's a
no,
everything.
marathon,
exactly,
guys.
exactly, Joe.
It's not.
That's a good point.
We're
I'm not
seeing
saying.
continuous improvement from Yegor, whether it be from a physicality standpoint, from an efficiency standpoint, from the
Yep.
attacking to the rim. Like he's showing
Right,
improvements every game.
no,
So
that's
I
a
can
fact.
right,
he's
No,
gonna
but
be a
what I'm
really good player.
I
right. No,
told y'all
I
niggas give
wasn't
that nigga the
saying that
rock.
in a
Told
negative.
y'all
I
niggas.
wasn't saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying that to say I really think it's on the way. I do see the improvements in his game
I
to
was gonna
be.
say too, just to remind y'all too, if you go on my Twitter, Yegor was my sleeper pick for last year's draft. I said that shit in fucking September, so I just want my respect there.
Man, well, we got to see more production for Jaeger before you get the
The
respect
Yeah,
for
sleeper, the
that one.
sleeper is Drake Powell right now, man. He is a steal
Right.
for us.
Before you get
He's
the respect for
absolute
that one,
steal.
I got to see more out of Jaeger
Yegor
because
wasn't even projected
yeah.
lottery when I said that he
Jaeger
could be
is
a top
giving me
5 pick last
average
year.
right now. This is average of what you want to see. I'm not seeing nothing elite.
Yo, shout out to Bill
But
Simmons who said shout out
shout
to
to
Bill
Big Tone.
Simmons. Real quick, shout out to Bill Simmons who said the Nets was a disgrace, bro. And I heard he was a Celtics fan, man.
If you're talking
Crazy
about
work.
the front
Oh
office,
yeah, yeah.
motherfucker, we're not
Hold on,
organization. We're
y'all.
not
Hold on,
listen to
y'all.
Mark.
Hold on, y'all. Dylan said like a few words. I'm just trying to get him in a conversation. Shout out to Big Tone Open Sports Talk. I see y'all giving work to he been playing really well, but that's a different conversation. But shout out to Open Big
Shit, I
Tone.
said a few words, niggas. About the impact.
Yeah,
About the
you
impact.
passed. I
Let's
thought you
dribbles,
passed
more
the mic though.
shot.
That was the thing. I thought you passed the
Nah, but
mic.
that's
No
what I'm
problem.
saying. Let's dribbles, my nigga. More impact. Let's dribbles, more impact. You feel me?
Okay. All right. So yeah, Dylan, just from your perspective, just talk to us brief. Talk to us about tonight's game and talk to us about what you think about the rookie ladder so far this season.
Yeah, these are the types of games where you can't complain about winning. I've stated this for the past year and a half. If we're going to tank and you're going to try and win games here and there, let it be your youth doing it. Tonight's the prime example of how you should be winning games during a tanking season. Nick Claxton going off for a career best game and his first ever triple double. MPJ another 30 bomb. I was said it when we first got him. He's on pace to be an all-star right now. His impact so far in these first couple of games of the year for him is similar to what we saw out of D'Angelo Russell when he came to Brooklyn, if not better. Egor has improved, like I said, consistently. I love what I'm seeing from him. I don't care what anybody says. Putting up 12, 6, and 5 with just one turnover on 50% shooting is impressive to me, especially when you look at the history of the 8th overall pick. This is a hit as of right now. Same thing for Drake Powell. He's already the best defender on this team. So I'm absolutely loving what I see from those guys. Noah Clowney had another really good night. The efficiency from 3 needs to be a bit better from him, but the defensive side of the ball for him tonight was much better than before. So a ton of improvements. I can't complain with this win. The Pelicans won tonight. They're on pace to win tonight, I should say, and the Pacers are starting to get healthier and more competitive. So the tanking will come with time, but as of right now, we're 5th overall in odds, which can't complain.
Real quick, Dylan, I gotta counter one of your points. You said this is one of the wins that we would like. I would counter that, and I'll bring up a point that PT been harping on since last season. These are the teams, because I remember what you said on your platform. You said there's a good chance, I'm paraphrasing, but there's a good chance Boston could end up in top 3 or top 5.
Oh, yeah,
So
100%.
if that is but real quick, if that is the case, this win right here over this team is basically the microcosm what PT been saying. We won that game against Philly, and I'm not going all the way with PT saying that we would have got the 3rd pick, but that win probably affected us in the standings. So wouldn't that be the same situation that's going on right here with Boston, or that other game that we won against the Wizards?
Well, I think that you misheard what I was saying. The Wizards' win was horrible. You don't win a game because of Tyrese Martin in a game that you need to lose based on playing the worst team in basketball. Tonight's win, I said, was one that you can live with, right? When you see your youth winning the game rather than guys like Tyrese Martins or Cam Johnsons, like guys like that.
But
that's when you can. That's
hold
when
on,
you can
Dylan.
live
Here's
with
the
those
thing,
things.
though, Dylan.
MPJ won that game. He ain't no youth.
Here's the thing. This
you
is
got very nice
MPJ
points
was-
from Clowney,
MPJ was
Egor, and
screwing around
Powell,
I'm gonna
though.
agree with Easy a little bit, because here's the thing: when we lost the other games, right, and we didn't win, this was the same team. Everybody was crying, "Why you ain't playing Danny Wolf? Why you ain't playing Trayor?" It's the same team. Y'all was crying this when we about the other game. So I don't
Yes,
understand.
because again, Nick Claxton didn't have a career night where he looked like a solidified playmaker in this league at the big man position. Michael Porter Jr. had another efficient 30 bomb where he wasn't just chucking up shots to keep us in the game, he was hitting shots to win us a game. Egor looked like a great playmaker with a 5-to-1 turnover to assist ratio. Like, these are all good signs. When you have multiple areas of the game where your young players are giving you stellar
Dylan,
performances, you can live with that. Right? One
but
game,
Dylan,
this game here isn't going to fully impact us moving down the road. Do you see the
No, I
remainder of our
agree.
schedule for the next couple of games? We're not winning another game for at least
But
4 more.
everybody was
Hey,
getting
Easy.
No,
ready
we'll
to play
face
the rookies.
some tanking teams the next few
Easy.
weeks.
To be fair though, Easy, to your point, to be fair, the games that you're talking about with Philly and all that, like
Right
that
now,
shit
our
was
next
happening
6
in
games.
January and February, bro.
I was gonna say,
Like
right
we
now,
was
our
but
next 6
wait,
games right now is the
guys.
Raptors,
Hold on.
Knicks,
Let me just
76ers,
cook up
Bucks,
real quick.
Hornets, and Bulls. We're not winning for the next 6 games.
Wait, hold on. You can't.
Oh, I don't even know.
Now with Coach Jordy.
Wait, hold on. Let me cook up real quick. I'm only talking because I'm taking points that y'all made and I'm factoring into how I'm thinking about this. Now I'm taking the point that PT made and I'm using hindsight to extrapolate the point. So it's not about we thinking about what's going on right now or it's a win that we could eat right now. I'm talking about when we come back here, like I'll say to the draft, when we in draft time in the next season, when we got drafting young players, and then we see how we stand in, and then we said, okay, that win right there was detrimental to us because hypothetically speaking, like I said, I'm not going all the way with PT when I'm saying this, but I'm just saying that win against Philly, that hypothetically could have been us moving up in a higher spot, but we won that game. So I'm just using that premise for this situation that's going on right here. It's not about eating the win or nothing like that. I'm talking about in hindsight when we go into the draft, when the season ends, we might get like the 6th pick, but we had the chance to get the 4th spot, right? But let's just say hypothetically Boston in that 4th spot. We're gonna come back here and have that discussion. Say, we won that game against Boston. Maybe we should just let that game go ahead.
Easy.
That's what people
Easy.
do in
Wait,
hindsight.
can I
Easy. They
respond to you,
always do
Ease,
that
about
in
that?
hindsight.
I was gonna
Easy.
say I'd like to respond as well.
Yeah, let me just go first real quick. Ease, listen, we all understand that the pro tankers, I know they're a little frustrated about this, but this was the first win of the season where development actually mattered. The games against Pacers and Wizards, that was more Jordy's ego to add to his resume. Tonight, he actually trusted Egor and Powell in the fourth quarter. Like what Dylan said, this is what you want to see. Your vets boost up the value. Your young guys contribute. And I'll say this too. Unfortunately, with Jordy in charge, we're probably not going to be the worst team this year, which basically puts our pick up, it's a full chance. We could be the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or nowhere seventh, wherever we land. Like, if you're the worst record, you're guaranteed top five. But with this coach and the fact the organization isn't known for drafting well, like Leaf said multiple times, it's literally going to be up to Chancey at the end of the day. The only good thing we can take out of this season is Egor, Powell, hopefully Wolf developing, and at least 3 out of 5 of these guys winning in this draft for you. That's like really the only positive. Getting a top 3 pick would be amazing. It would be great. But Nate Amott and Caleb Wilson, if you get 4 or 5, definitely not disappointed because those guys are really great long-term projects. But yeah, 6, 7, 8 would be a huge disappointment. Like you said,
But hold
winning
on,
these games hurts you.
slow
It
down.
could,
Hold on,
but I would say this too: the development is what does matter, though, in these wins. Not that Jordy's boosting up his stupid stat resume. I agree with you on that.
But where do we think that Caleb is getting drafted? Like where?
4.
Caleb's
He's getting drafted 4. There's a very high.
I think it's up for. It could be 4, but I think during the tournament we'll see. Because I think it's
dude
still
said
too early.
he was disrespected. He said, "I felt like they disrespecting me by saying that." You know what I mean? These players is better than me. Dude got a competitive spirit.
Here's my thing.
Right now,
John.
Wilson's better than Cam Boozer, and I'm a Duke fan.
Yeah, what, Joey?
I wanted to say something to John real quick. How can you sit around and say that we don't draft good, but still you praising?
Has any of our guys made All NBA in the last 2 years, Joey? In the last years, has any of our homegrown guys ever made All NBA, Rookie of the Year, any top award accolades? No.
And then on the other end, you said we don't draft well.
Joey, because we haven't, Joey. Listen, this might be the
you ain't listen to what he said. Listen to what he said.
Wait, let me just finish.
No, John, listen to his whole statement before you start talking. Listen to what he said first.
Order in the court.
Yo, Joey, say what you said again.
No, I just think it's kind of like it's like bias because like on one hand you saying we don't draft well, and then on another hand you like, yo, you like what you seeing out of Egor, this, that, and the third. You like what you saying we might have a steal in Drake Powell, and he might be the steal of the draft. And on the other hand, we don't draft well. That doesn't make sense.
Can I now finish my point? This might be the first draft since the last 10 years where actually we might finally get rookie guys that could win accolade awards because they're actually working hard and earning their spots. Last 10 years, and this goes back to the Cam Thomas stuff. We had an organization that put Dennis Schroeder and Cam Johnson over a guy that a lot of the Brooklyn base likes. This guy's about to get traded for a bag of Funyuns. That's my point. Sean Marks has never invested in any of the young guys he's ever
let me say this real quick.
This might be the first time that might change.
This real quick. I'm gonna promise. I'm gonna let you go. You fail to forget we also drafted Noah Clowney. He's still young. We drafted him too. You know that, right?
This is the first time he's actually peaking. Though,
I'm just saying, but you said we don't draft well, and this, that, and the third. But everybody's praising Noah Clowney tonight.
Joey, has any of our homegrown talent ever won accolade awards last 10 years? They haven't.
Here's my question though. So if you draft a player and you don't see them get any accolades, is that an indication that that's not a good player? Because real quick, we could look at Jamal Murray and CJ McCollum. No All-Stars, no All-NBA selections, none of that. None of that.
That shit don't mean nothing.
But that doesn't mean nothing. When you put them niggas on the court, nigga, they do what they need to do when they get
exactly.
So I don't really necessarily, John. I'm not trying to argue with you all the way, but I just don't get the accolade premise.
Easy.
You could look back on the team like, yeah, we drafted some guys that had like Rookie of the Year or All-Star selections. But in terms of us going on the court and doing what we need to do, that doesn't mean much. That's not the price of tea in China. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but we just have never. It's never been our forte. We've always been going after the big stars and whatnot. But maybe this is the one time that this organization actually takes it seriously. I mean, Powell and Egor seem to be fitting very well in what we're trying to build. Powell defensively, Egor's figuring it out offensively. Like, those two guys looking really good. Wolf might really work out if he actually gets trust and playing time. So 3 out of 5 is good, but that's not what we've been known for. But it's good to actually see the page turn a bit there because everybody's like saying Claxton and MPJ are the future of this team as role guys. But let's look at the future that we're actually trying to build right now because those guys are fine role guys, but they're not 1 or 2 guys in actuality. They're temporary 1 or 2 guys, just like with Cam and Dennis. And look at them now. So I'm just trying to say, keep your perspective. Because like you said, if we win the games and the vets are a large part of that, they're probably going somewhere else. having less of a role, having less of a offensive output, but that's what we've been known for with players in our team. So
All I'm
just trying
saying
to
is
put
we
that
got to
in
be a
perspective there, too.
bit patient and a little bit thankful for what we have, instead of always reverting
I
back to
agree.
what somebody else did or what somebody else
Right.
got.
No, I agree.
I think it's also
Hold on, I just wanted to say this real quick. I don't think that the tankers should panic. When you look at the standings, it's not crazy, bro. We got let's say 2 for 12. Let me refresh it real
There
quick.
has to be 13 taking teams pretty. So yeah, right now okay, but wait a few days,
Right, we
weeks, may
three
change.
3 and 12. Like, bro, it's not that we y'all shouldn't panic, dude. Like, just
I was gonna
enjoy
say
the
the Pacers got the what do they have? They have the Wizards coming up. They have the Bulls coming up. They have the Bulls again. They have the Kings. They have the Pelicans. Like, the Pacers are going to start winning games here shortly. It's going to be fine. It's right now the biggest worry is going to be Washington and Sacramento. Those are the two teams that are going to be the biggest worries because
Dylan,
Kings
the
Kings shouldn't
Sacramento's
get
gonna
Pacers
blow it
are
up.
anything,
and
man.
also
wait, wait, hold on, hold on.
easy
The
to
Pacers are bottom in every statistical category. You
Did the
can't have that
Pelicans
much faith
really
that
end
they're
up
gonna win
losing?
games.
Wow, the Pelicans ended
the
up
Pel-
losing that game. That's crazy.
Dang, that's tough. It
That's
don't
a
matter
random
for them
loss.
tanking anyway because their pick is not even going to them. It's going to Atlanta. So
Hey,
that's
that's the worry. Atlanta is a worry. They're in a huge, great position right now. A great young core. They could replace Trae Young with a top 5 guy. Like, they made out like bandits with the
Wait,
Pelicans. I
hold
don't
on,
know
hold on, hold
what
on,
made
hold on, hold
Dumars give up
on,
that pick,
real
man.
quick, because
I know it's
I've
for
been
Derek
following
Queen, but
Atlanta
damn.
FC for a little while now. I'm telling you right now, they have some problems in their organization, my nigga. I am not gonna hold you, bro. They have some
Who?
problems. So Atlanta FC is going through it right now. They are going through it right now. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Some decisions that looking clear for us, that's a whole combobulation over there with them, my nigga. I am not gonna hold you, my nigga.
All
I'm
I'm
being
I
saying
ain't gonna
completely
is
lie though.
honest.
I would rather have Jalen Johnson on this roster
They've been at the top
than
2
anybody
defense
else.
without Trae Young.
I
I'm
was gonna
surprised to
say
hear that from you. They've been the second
all I'm
best
gonna say
defense.
is that if
One of
Trae
the
Young
main
is
things that
traded
they
at the
Hold
deadline,
on, hold on. What
the
was
Hawks
Ned
will
Press
get a
go
going to
ahead.
top 3
say?
pick.
What was Ned Press going to say? What you said,
Yeah,
Ned
my
Press?
fault, my fault, my
All
fault.
I'm saying is that if Trae Young's traded at the deadline, the Hawks are getting a guaranteed top 3 pick. You already know how this shit works. If you trade a star, you get a star. That's how that shit
Oh,
works.
man.
Exactly,
It's
bro.
hard to
But it
disagree.
won't
That,
be
It's
a
yeah.
hard
top
to
three pick
disagree
by
with
them
that.
tank.
That's why we got to
It
trade
won't be a
MPJ
top three
and Cam
pick by them
Thomas.
tanking though.
No,
It
I'm
will be
kidding.
by the Pelicans, which is
If,
crazy,
if
bro.
anybody shouldn't get a top pick, it's not the Kings, man. They are a dumpster fire. That's an organization
No,
that
they'll
should
get
sell
screwed.
So you
everything
sounding
from the
like they
top
gonna
bottom,
get
They're
2
man.
not going to
top
let
10
them get
picks
shit.
then.
That's a dumpster fire. That's the
But
Sacramento Bulls, man. They
easy to
suck.
be fair though, the wins that you was talking about, like we looked at that Philly win in hindsight because that Philly win was the main difference at the time towards being the 6th spot and then
Right.
the 5th spot. So when we was looking at that, we was like, all right, bet. Well, Claxton doing that shit was dumb because that got them the 5th spot and that ended up in them getting the 3rd pick. As of right
So,
now, it's still early. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
so
no,
still
hold
no,
on.
November,
time
So,
out.
so
so hold on. My
it's
thing
Real
is,
not.
quick,
my
real
thing.
quick, Breeze, not my
Hold
fault,
on.
my
My
fault.
thing is,
I'm
and
gonna jump
this
off
is
real
why I
quick.
wanted Nets Press to get in the conversation because I seen it. You put it on X about the trade packages with MPJ. So I was looking at it. I was definitely trying to. I'm glad you pulled up to the panel because my thing is like, yeah, it's going to be easy to put him in a trade situation, in my opinion. But how valuable is he to the Brooklyn Nets before we do trade him? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why I keep saying, and I'm in
Yep.
the midst of writing an article right now, but I mean, this is why I keep saying this trade as of right now is a win-win for Brooklyn. Either you're finding a guy who genuinely
Exactly.
is taking the leap to where he may be a second option when the time comes for us to contend, or you have a guy who you're going to be able to flip for a
Hey,
positive,
hey, Dylan. Before
positive
you say that,
package.
can I ask you this real quick? Let me slip this in. What do you say about the Nets
Pause.
fans who saying we can't move MPJ because of his contract?
Delusion, stupidity, a word that I should say, but I'm not going to say. Um, it's
Who
Yo,
just
said it?
Scott, turn your mic down a little bit, Brody.
Oh, sorry,
Right.
sorry,
Word.
I think Nets fans as a
sorry,
whole,
sorry.
I would say
Nah, it's all good.
majority are
We just
pretty
hear the
sad.
whole
Goofy and
hookah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say I think the large majority of Nets fans for the most part are casuals, and I say that I guess you could
Respectfully.
say it not respectfully, but
Oh, not respectfully. Okay.
nah, because you know what it is. If you really love a team, learn the team. It's not hard to know how the NBA works. $38 million deal Next year, he's an expiring contract. A team like Detroit is going to look at him if they don't go for Anthony Davis or if they miss out on Anthony
Facts.
Davis. Like, there's going to be a team out there that's going to go and spend for him, especially with the way that he's playing. He's already proven himself to have won a championship as a third option. For people who say that he doesn't play defense, again, stupidity. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best rebounders for his position.
Jokic merchant.
He's able to hit tough shots at any given time. He's an efficient scorer. He's a high caliber scorer, and he's improving as a playmaker. I'm so tired of the excuses and disrespect around MPJ. This is a guy who I've really enjoyed watching since his high school days, but the disrespect is crazy. He's an all-star this year to me, without a doubt.
Wait, real quick. I'm about to jump off. I just want to address one of LM points. LM, I understand about the point that you're making about the Philly, but we got to keep in mind, NBA is an evolving game and it changes every week. So what we thought, what we have a premise of from last year could be the same kind of premise, but it will change on its head completely. So last year we looked at Philly and said, yo, that win might hurt us. Now we could come in this year like, yo, we had 3 teams in the bottom. Out of nowhere, they started tanking and pulling their guys out of nowhere. I'm talking about a hypothetical situation right here. But they could, like, they're competing right now or showing the signs of that they're competing. But when it could hit like February or December, they could change their plan, go back into the tank and say, yo, you know what? We're not doing nothing much this year, so we're going to go back. So now our problem will change from last year to Philly to this year could possibly be a team like Washington, Utah, Atlanta, things of that nature. I'm not trying to equivalent it, but I'm saying we have to take it into account. One of the things, and I'm just using a point from PT because, like I said, I'm going to reiterate it again. I'm not going all the way that PT is going, but I am going to use that point. If that win against Philly has so much impact in us with our position in the pick, then the teams that we already talked about before the season and during the season right now that could possibly be in the top 5, I just don't think it's too wise to just win against that team. Because we're going to come back here and look at those wins like, yo, that could have been the win that could have made us get into 4 instead of 6, 3 instead of 5, 2 instead of 6.
Yo, hold on. Easy.
But yo,
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I just want to just kind of throw this in a mix. Like, because I wanted to add Scott to the conversation. Scott, first off, shout to Scott. Subscribe to Scott at Apartment Gamers and More. Shout to Easy. Shout to everything Brooklyn Nets, John Nets Press. This is JTV, Brooklyn LM Notorious. How important is the front court? Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, is our identity from now on having a big front court, just having, you know, the big 6'10" small, like 6'10" small forward mean a lot, bro. Because we know that he's playing a small forward.
Can I say this real quick? Let me go first. I think I can speak for everybody when I say this, that most of us up here and most of us in Nets world was saying play Claxy. Play
Claxy.
Noah Clowney at the 4 next to Nicholas
Why
Claxton.
you going like that?
Claxy, that is wild. That's worse than Claxton, bro. No, it's just in a new one.
No, my bad. But play Noah Clowney at the 4 next to Nicholas Claxton and move MPJ to the 3. I think everybody said that.
Yeah, we all wanted that.
We all agreed that.
You know what it is? What I'm saying is to see it actually work. It's one thing, like, okay, my thing is that's glory for fans. For fans to cry out to the team to do something and they actually do it. And then we be right about it. Bro, that's what we're more
bro, it's common sense. Everybody knew that we don't have no size in the front court and it was desperately needed. We've been asking for that shit for years, bro.
Well, Claxton definitely need another big next to him. I think people have attributed some of Claxton's sex to having just Clowney on the court to be that extra big that can now block shots alongside him, play some extra defense, and
grab
score
some
too.
Rebounds.
Yeah, like having two bigs on the court works.
We still stuck at rebounding.
Yeah,
that's another thing Sean Marks failed for 10 years. He could have put 2 bigs on. What was that time we had 2 bigs on the court in the last 10 years? Anybody?
Yeah, well, Claxton's been playing big.
Scott, you see Claxton have 12 assists?
Yeah, 12 assists. Well, that's thanks to MPJ. But, you know, MPJ was on fire in the fourth quarter. He got at least 4 of them right then. But one thing I could say is Noah Clowney is playing big. He's not just standing on the outside. Now, even with him playing big and we got MPJ crashing the boards. They really not a great rebounding team until Dayron get in there.
Right. I was about to just say,
Not
guys,
the
shout out
Until
there.
Dayron get in there, and then Dayron makes the difference. But the thing about Dayron, Clax is much more skilled around moving in the paint.
So, all right. So, hold on. Another thing I want to ask you is Jordy Fernandez right for not giving Wolf minutes, letting this thing play out between Clax, Clowney, and MPJ?
To bring their value up, he's bringing their value up.
Yeah, I kind of want to back Jordy on this. Scott, how you feel about it? Should Wolf be getting minutes, or should he stay? He should stay. You know what I mean?
Of course, we want to see Wolf. I think Wolf brings another dynamic that Clax don't bring, which is the pick and pop. He can go either direction, but right now Claxton is going to the rim really well. He's going to the rim really well, and it'd be unfair to Claxton to not put him in there and also bring up his value. Now, everybody's value is increasing because of MPJ. MPJ is playing like an all-star for real. Literally an all-star playing.
You know what? All right. I wanted to say this real quick.
I don't care what anybody thinks. Michael Porter Jr. this season is having a better all-star campaign than D'Angelo Russell did in Brooklyn.
Sure enough is. You're right about that.
Hell yeah.
You're right,
Hold on.
That kid
Slow
is
down because I was listening to your show.
Y'all gotta give me some more games.
Disgusting. He is a fucking dog.
I was listening to your show, Dylan, with Gary, and you was talking about him being MIP too. To get into him being MIP, because that's some real shit too. I think MPJ could get MIP.
Did everyone die? What happened? Breeze, your mic's muted. I don't hear you. Jesus Christ, there's like 15 seconds of silence there.
Silence is crazy,
he was
right?
asking you, Dylan.
He was asking
your
you.
mic's going, but we can't hear you. Breeze, your mic's going, but we can't hear you.
No, I heard Breeze. He was asking you.
Yeah, I'm asking you. The MIP
Shit,
thing.
Scott, I think we gotta leave and come back. I see all their mics moving, but we can't hear them.
Y'all can't hear me?
Let me
Yeah,
say
you
this.
gotta
No, we can hear you,
back.
Breeze, but
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah,
I can hear you.
I was gonna say,
You can't
I
hear
can
me.
hear you,
Breeze, let
Scott, but
me-
we can't hear Breeze and everybody else.
Scott, can you hear me?
Let me say this real
I
quick.
hear everybody.
Hold on, can
Oh,
y'all
what
hear
the
me?
fuck? Hold on.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I
yeah,
can
we
hear
can hear you.
Breeze.
Let me say this real quick, Breeze. Another thing we overlooking in this game is what changed is when Dayron got taken out of the game for Claxton in the fourth quarter. Because Dayron was letting motherfuckers just go straight to the lane, get
That's
layups.
right. You're right.
He was doing stupid stuff. And as Jordy pulled him and put Claxton in there,
It
the game
changed.
changed when he put Claxton and MPJ in there. Because Claxton made the difference on defense and MPJ made the difference on offense. That is a fact.
Right.
I will say this to what Scott said. I think we all agree we want to see Danny Wolf play. I think he's shown he's bigger
I
than
do.
the G League. The only problem is we all agree on this that unless one of Dayron or Claxton gets moved, he's not likely going to get playing time. But I will say this: Jordy and the organization have put themselves in a position now where they have options and choices to consider after December 15. Whether that's to move MPJ or Clax or keep them if they want to, that's their choice. But you do have your young guys that are ready to break out on their own. I think we're in a good position where you have decisions. Do you want to put just the future forward, or do you want to keep some of the present? I mean, we're trying to figure out who the next Brooklyn Nets could be. I think it's hard to see MPJ go anywhere just because he's making $39 million. But if you look for value, he's at least worth the first right now. Claxton, again, it depends. Do we see Danny Wolf as a future? It comes if it gets playing time. I mean, they could always trade Dayron, which would suck on rebounding, which we really suck at, but you get Wolf playing time. They have to make these decisions, though, unfortunately. We all knew this going into this. This is not a complete roster whatsoever, but at least the vets' values with Claxton and PJ are on the up. Terrence Mann's, I don't think it really changed much. He's not a starter. You should have him as a bench guy. And then Zaire, the crazy thing is Zaire does have trade value. I don't know who said it, but he definitely has trade value on the market. What did he do defensively? He's a 3-and-D player because of what Jordy worked on with him. He has value, and so does Dayron. Like, I would be surprised if you do keep MPJ and Claxton, but you trade Zaire and Dayron, which hurts your bench, but you could probably collect some assets for those two guys.
Yo,
so
low-key, is it safe to say that MPJ been unlocking Clax low-key?
They
Yes.
had something going on with
Yes.
chemistry.
But
Even
I've
before the
been
season
telling y'all
started,
that.
Am
they
I
were hanging
bugging?
out.
Yes.
No,
I
I've been
think
telling y'all that
MPJ.
since all Claxton need is a player that has some sort of gravity.
I think
Because
Right.
MPJ and Clowney are
when
elevating his
KD and
game.
Kyrie was on this
Yes. Yes,
team, Nick
Dylan. I
Claxton
agree.
led the league in field goal percentage.
It's both of them.
I was
It's
gonna say
MPJ
ever
and Clowney.
Hold
Clowney
on.
is
ever
Is
since
it fair to
Clowney
say
got
that
put into the starting
is it
lineup,
fair to
it's
say
been
that
helping a lot.
Claxton new offense is being able to have the bounce right by the foul line? He get
I was
like
gonna, I was
1-2,
gonna
then he
say
got a Euro step. Y'all see that?
since Clowney got put into the starting lineup, though, Claxton's playmaking has improved tremendously. And again,
yes.
Breeze, this isn't a shot at you or anything, but this is the exact reason why I've said for so long Cam Thomas can't be on this team. When he got injured and Clowney got put into the starting lineup, and when Egor got put into the starting lineup, these guys have all improved tremendously since then. Having the ball in Claxton's hand, allowing him to play make from the post, getting guys like MPJ, Egor, and Clowney open for three, it's been clear as day that the team is run much better when he's off the floor. So at this point in time, with the way that things look, it looks like either MPJ could get flipped for a great package, or he's kept as a key piece moving forward. But the definite guys that will likely be in trade conversations, you're probably looking at Thomas, Sharp, maybe Zaire. But
Yeah.
there's a couple of moves that could be made at the deadline to get some assets back, but also let the guys that we have go and gain some chemistry for next season.
Yeah, and their
Right.
salary is low too.
Right. And we're going to have $44 million in cap space
I'm-
reported, but
me-
that could increase if you do
Me-
trade one of these two guys. You could have over
Me
$50 million.
personally,
Listen.
I'm not offended. I'm just looking at it for what it is.
Yeah.
We
You know,
had 31
I'm not the
assists
biggest.
tonight,
I'm not the
whether
biggest
Cam
Claxton
Thomas is-
fan.
Man,
we had
it's
31
more with them
assists.
playing more games. They just played more games. They're
Right.
gonna get better over time. They don't got nothing to do with Cam Thomas not being.
Right.
Nah,
I-
Drake
I-
Powell's
I-
knocking
I-
on the
I-
door
I-
for the
I-
starting two
Right,
job,
right.
man.
It has
Knocking on the
a
door.
lot with
Hold on.
it has a lot
Listen.
to do with Thomas off the
Listen,
floor. And again, I don't
My
hate
thing is,
him,
what I'm
but
saying is, it's up to Jordy Fernandez to be able to distribute the shot attempts when Cam Thomas is on and off the floor. I'm not saying that that he decided, yeah, he's going to run the offense difference when Cam Thomas is on the floor, but before that, there was nothing that showed us that Clax could get 12 assists a game and have this much assists. This is something new that he's developed this season, and that's not because of Cam Thomas. That's because Jordy Fernandez as a coach. Again, like I said, maybe I'm wrong because I said he see the game through a point guard eyes, but I also said he did see Sabonis and Jokic play.
Man.
So what Jordy Fernandez is doing with the bigs, like Egor, in my opinion, is benefiting off the bigs, giving him space to shoot the ball, and he's knocking down the three at an efficient rate. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he's at home. But
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying
this.
that the offense being more ran from the front court than the back court.
If you start Drake Powell with Egor, Clowney, MPJ, and Claxton, I think our defense is definitely going to be a lot more, direct. Just like we've seen the last few games, it's been better without Cam. And I know Cam Thomas, Breeze, likely he might get the starting two job back, but you can't deny that Drake Powell is making a serious case to be starting two guard. He has defense, athletic ability, like he's earning it. Like that's what I'm saying, Breeze, is that he's taking full advantage. He should.
Y'all say the team is better without Cam Thomas, but then y'all forget just because it was winning night. Y'all forget that Knicks game. We lost the worst we ever lost to the Knicks. Cam Thomas wasn't out there that night. Know what I mean?
That's a fact. Maybe
I don't think it would have. We still would have lost.
What you mean we lost by 30? Cam Thomas
We
would
still would
have
have lost.
40. Cam Thomas about to drop 40. We lost by 30.
I'm just saying, we still would have lost. Like, it may have not been by that much, but it still would have been.
But there's
he has a purpose, but I don't know what the purpose is because
when he's
Go ahead,
off
Dylan.
the floor, I was gonna say it doesn't matter if you love or hate Cam Thomas. When he's off the floor, the ball moves better. It's proven based on last season when he got hurt and based on this season since he's been hurt. The ball moves much better. Shots are open. Guys are open.
I
The
mean,
ball's constantly moving. So
they were kind of good with Schroeder and Cam in the backcourt. They had firepower and pop. They had a three-headed monster. Johnson, which had his best season last year, and Schroeder, who I told people you underestimate his ability to get the ball around, and Cam Thomas. They were putting up numbers.
Scott,
and
that
they
was
were
a
doing.
facade, Scott.
No, I'm
That
just
was-
saying.
that was a facade
Just
last year.
saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
I mean, Dennis Schroeder got $45 million, and he got replaced after 3 games.
Listen,
with Russell
all I'm
Westbrook making a
saying
fucking-
is the team looked good. That's all.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
what
not
we've done in the past. We've always made vets look good on this team.
No,
and
I'm
guess
just
what? They
saying
go elsewhere.
Cam will fit in certain offenses, but you have to put him in that type of offense. This offense here, everybody's over 6'6".
He fits as a 6-man.
This
on this
team is
Like,
much
our bench
bigger.
has no
The
6-man right
defense,
now.
they better shooters. They shooting well. They shooting well right now. They shooting well,
I think Cam would be
and it
ideal.
opens it up for
Claxton.
Claxton in the paint. Because when
Scott-
they spread out, Claxton at the key, he's wide open to do everything he want to do with
Man,
one on
Claxton be
one.
flying by people, bro.
Right, because he's capable of just going to the rim and doing his thing.
Real quick, you notice even though Claxton can't shoot that good, Simmons is still dropping back on him.
Yeah,
They know he gonna
because
blow
they
by
scared
him
of his
if
first
they
step.
at the top of the key.
They scared of his first step. His first step gets by people. He's deceptively
Like, damn,
quick
why they playing off cat like you know what I'm saying? Like
because he'll blow by you.
Not against the best centers, but against the modern centers. Okay.
Yeah,
That's an
okay.
argument.
Oh, that's half the league. You win half the games.
Yeah, but you want to win the main games too, though, Scott, right?
Yeah, but I mean
just get halfway there.
It's a 5-man team, man. You got Michael Porter Jr. Let him come off the pick, and you got Clowney hitting his shot and playing in the paint. He's doing both. Actually, Clowney is doing well.
We look good tonight defensively. We
Right.
played a solid game.
Defensively,
four quarters, which is very, very.
but remember who you played it against.
And we play solid defense.
But there's still a win. It's still a
I
win.
can
Yeah, I'm
never
just
be
saying,
mad
this
at
is-
beating the Celtics.
This is the
man.
most
You wanna
impressive
beat the
win
Celtics.
so far. Well, we only got 3, but I'm just.
That's a fact.
It's just glad that the
defense
Wizards got
look
the
really
trust.
It
good
is
out there
impressive.
tonight.
It is
The
impressive.
defense looked really good out there tonight.
It
Sure
did.
enough, it did.
Bro.
Yeah, it did. They
I
protected
think
the rim.
somebody expected the Nets to go 0-82. Like,
No,
at
no,
some
no.
point, we all knew
Yeah,
that
we
they were
gonna get a
some.
W every now and then.
I would say this. We're
Like,
definitely
it is
not
what
going to
it
be the
is.
worst record. So, like, our pick is really going to be up in the air, just like last year. But if you have the 5th odds, maybe you can help us. But I don't want 6 odds again. Like 6 and above, that would be terrifying. If
As long
anywhere
as we're
there.
a bottom 5 team, that's all I can
Yeah.
ask for. I'm not
Yeah.
having no high expectations
Nah, the
of us
win
being the
streak
worst
coming,
team in
man.
the NBA.
It's just a
Win
lot of
streak
teams are
coming,
going to
man.
start tanking
Yeah,
soon. It's
y'all
going to
better have some
I'm
nightmares
sorry, Breeze,
about
but we
it,
probably lose. We probably lose Monday. No offense. I know, Breeze, you want that W, but that's probably an L, bro.
For sure. I want that.
Who we play?
If
Who
I'm
we
wrong,
play?
though, if I'm wrong, though,
They're
that'll
not
be
even
good.
We play
playing.
the Knicks.
LM, real quick.
Oh, the
they're
Knicks?
not even playing
Oh.
that good though. They almost lost to Dallas the other
Yo,
night.
you saw that, Joey? Them struggle against a Dallas team
The
without
Knicks are
Cooper,
not even
Avery,
playing
Kyrie.
good right now, bro.
They
It
can
might,
get
it might
him.
be up in the air.
Asses
We might
out.
win. Who knows?
We might
But
get them. We might get them. We might get
Yo,
them.
this is
And
scary.
I think
still
Brunson is out, right?
Ain't OG still out?
No, he back. He came for the last game.
Yo, without OG, that team plays zero defense. The Knicks play zero defense without OG, man. They're getting their asses cooked if OG's hurt. Like,
That's a
they are
fact.
not in a great position right now. Like they look good on paper, but yeah, I saw that game, man. They were struggling for 4
Yeah,
quarters
they went
against a
off a
team of
bullshit
role guys.
call in the fourth quarter.
Yo, they were getting cooked by D'Lo, bro. Like D'Lo was just going off, and I'm like, yo, guys, you really can't stop D'Lo.
They
You guys
lucky to
played
win that
some
game.
champs.
Hold on. This is the first one. This is the first game that a team didn't get a 30-point quarter.
What the fuck is that?
Yo, somebody's
Oh,
scraping something.
Oh, a 30-point fourth quarter.
Something out of pot or something.
30. Oh yeah, you got 28. No.
Right. I would hope it's only scraping out the pot. I will hope so.
Ah.
Breezy,
but
what
this
you
is a
said?
solid
That
game,
this the
man.
first
Listen,
fourth
listen,
quarter they
guys,
scored 28 under 30.
Listen, I
Yeah,
hate
this is
to
the
say
first
this.
game where a team didn't get 30 in the whole one quarter. Like,
Oh, okay.
Breeze. I
It's
hate to say
impressive
this,
tonight.
guys, but even though we played a solid game tonight, I firmly believe in my heart if MPJ did not come in this game and go off in the fourth quarter like he did, it was
We
a
was
good
going away.
possibility we lose this game, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
think the rookies did a lot though tonight to stuff. Listen, I agree with you. MPJ closed in the fourth, but you don't get to the fourth without the
But that's what
contribution
he
of Clowney,
supposed to do.
Egor, and Powell tonight either. They dropped 39 together, I believe it was, as a trio. So they definitely did their part too tonight. in
I'm with
fairness.
MPJ being here next
You
year.
ain't,
If you
y-
don't
did
trade
y'all
him.
see his post game interview?
Nah,
No.
I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it.
Yo, Breeze, can you pull up MPJ post game interview? He's like he
LM,
said
what
it.
you
He
said?
basically he
Yeah.
was saying he was like, "Yo, I hope you can find it." But basically, he was saying some shit like, "Yo, the other day we was about to lose. We was in the fourth quarter, and I just wasn't aggressive enough. And this time, I wasn't trying to go out on no lame shit. So I was more aggressive in the fourth quarter, and it paid off." And like he was saying, his post game interview was impactful, I think. And he was
You
just
talking
talking
about
about
the one on the court?
when he was on the courts, like
I
soon as
saw that. I saw that. Yeah. He said he wasn't aggressive the game before.
Who was that?
I mean,
Megan
that's what you
Triplet? It was
wanted.
the Megan
Yeah,
Triplet.
Megan
I think
Triplett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think so.
Yeah, Megan.
I
Yeah.
could probably find that Megan.
I mean, that's what you expect him to do for real. Like,
That's in the game interview. You gotta you gotta go to the game.
Well,
I think he just
you know what? You know
finding.
what?
I think his game
but
more
here's
well
the thing,
rounded.
though, right? We expected him to shoot well, but for him to be going to the rack, playmaking, and hitting these contested shots like he's hitting hard contested shots, bro. Like he
But
not shooting no set shots like wide open. Like
he always
all,
showed that he was capable of doing
I'm
that.
just saying, like most of
Yeah.
his shots are being challenged. He rarely gets a clean look.
Yeah.
Nah, he was doing that shit on Denver too.
He was
It
doing
just
it on
wasn't
Denver.
it just wasn't to this extent. But
He has
was
to
hitting
take more
tough
shots.
He
So,
was
right.
as soon as Jokic gave him the ball, it's just shoot. Like I don't care who in front of me.
I will
But
say
he's
this:
6'10", so he can
That's
shoot
a
over
fact.
anybody.
But
Right,
that's what,
right.
go ahead, John.
if the Nets wanted to retool like a few years ago, MPJ should have been your third star, not Midkel bum ass Bridges. Like this guy fits more of a role for what we're trying to do. Midkel was the guy who like was okay with 20 games of being the guy, but that's not what I want to do. I want to be a bench guy. Now with MPJ, he's been a third or fourth guy. Like I'm in agreement with Joey that if we do bring him back in 2 years, I'm fine with him being a third or fourth guy for us because we need that third or fourth option. If you're going to have a 1 or 2 in the draft, you're going after a big weapon in free agency or trade deadline. Like having MPJ as a third, fourth option, I'm totally fine with because if he has this type of energy, it's definitely gonna make the rookies a lot more confident. And it's good that
I'm just
they were
saying,
celebrating with him tonight. That felt
we
like
might be talking about
Hold
it.
on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. We're going I'm gonna play this clip and then we're gonna get right back to it. Shout to the Nets fans. Shout
Oh,
out
there
to-
you go. Yeah. Got it.
Michael, on Tuesday, you said the game came down to the fourth quarter. What was different tonight, and how are you guys able to execute it?
Yo, championship, bro.
That felt good, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it felt like deja vu. You know what I'm saying? We were in the game in the fourth quarter. They cut it down, and I just said in my head, like, if we're going to go out, I'm not going out sad like last time. So I was like, I'm about to be aggressive. I'm about to go to the ball, get the ball. I felt like I wasn't aggressive last fourth quarter, and so I just switched it up, and I got the ball, and I made some plays.
16 of your points came into that fourth quarter, but this one took a full team effort. Nick Claxton with a triple-double. How are you guys able to come together?
Yeah, I mean, we had to. Yeah, Nick, big-time performance, big-time, you know what I'm saying, bounce-back performance from him, triple-double. It's fun playing with these dudes, him and Day-Day. You know what I'm saying? It's fun playing with all these dudes. Egor is getting better. Tyrese, Hooper, T-Man, glues us together. But we got a squad. Noah Clowney coming to do his own, so we're going to keep getting better, I think.
You told me that this is a team that's young and still growing. What does a game like this and a response like this say about the resiliency that this group has?
I mean, it's on the road against, the champions a couple years ago. So it's a big-time win for us, and it's a big-time atmosphere. We did it in the fourth quarter as a team, so it's fire.
That's right. That's right.
I'm cool with having them here next year, bro.
Shout
Especially
to-
since we got to
shout-
be competitive.
Yeah.
Shout to
You
Jay.
got it.
I like what he
AKA
said, Jay. I like the
Blurs
fact
is the
that
topic
he
of
upped it.
today's video.
I
I
the-
consider
my
myself
fault.
a
Let me
nerd, but
say. I like the honesty in him saying about Noah Clowney coming into his own and how he's saying Egor getting better. That means, in my opinion, but in the locker room, they honest with each other about their game. And I think the fact that he can go back to the locker and instill that vote of confidence from a veteran, I mean, they are listening to a championship player. So I just think not only do I want him because of his astounding shooting and play, it's because he looks like somebody that the rookies or the young guys can learn from. He got the championship pedigree. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm shy to trade MPJ if he gonna be doing this.
It's like a win-lose situation, like you're saying, Breeze. Like you don't have to trade him, but at the end of the day, if a team makes an offer that it's too good to pass up on, you can't just say no. Like you have to like think about the future. The good thing is we have rookies who could be part of the future. Claxton and MPJ, it's up in the air. They could be part of the future, or they could be very valuable trade commodities. Like the Nets are definitely going to be involved in this trade deadline. There's a lot of storylines going on with stars and role players, but we have $15 million in extra cap space we haven't used yet. So the Nets are definitely be facilitating some deals. It's just what's the offer going to be for guys like Claxton and MPJ? I do think they're at least worth one first right now, depending on what that is. It definitely should be protected, though, because they're both playing really well for us. So it's a good and a bad thing to have with those two guys right now, because at least you have options, though, to consider with them. Now they're just filling up stats and being bad. Like Joey's saying, they're both playing at really good levels right now for us. So it's actually a good situation to be in, even if the result might involve them being traded somewhat. You know?
Yeah, I disagree still, bro. If like he's winning over the fans to me, you know what I'm saying? If he takes this momentum in the next game and win the next game, bro, I'm gonna be on some no trade MPJ shit, bro.
As of right now, I do
if he
not want
does
to
do
trade him
that-
just because I like him. But if a team comes to you and says, "Here's 2 or 3 first-round picks plus a young player," I understand trading him. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be upset about it because I really
But
like him.
is
and I want to see him
Is
here.
Sean Marks making those kind of shaking and moving like that? Is he pulling
Listen,
those
I don't
kind
like
of
Sean Marks. You
negotiations
guys know
off?
that. You guys know I don't like Sean Marks. It'll always be fuck Sean Marks. But he did get 6 first. He did get 6 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? Like he did get a haul for Kevin Durant. Like he did get Michael Porter Jr. and an unprotected first for Cam Johnson.
He tried to make up.
I don't think he's a great GM, but he does get a deal done once a year that you're kind of just like, how the fuck did you do that?
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't
Yep.
see the winning trade at MPJ
He's
right
still
now.
gotta
Like,
go.
I don't know. He's just too valuable to the
I
Nets.
agree. Listen,
he
I think
even make the
MPJ
Nets
could be a
watchable.
true-
You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
agree. Like as of right now, say that the Nets do land a top 3 pick, you're kind of hoping that player turns into your number 1 option, MPJ turns into your number 2, Egor becomes your number 3, you got Drake Powell at your number 4, and you fill out the rotation around it to compete. Like that's genuinely a possibility if you keep MPJ, you know? So I'm all for it, but I'm just saying if a team comes to you and is like, here's 2 or 3 unprotected firsts, and here's Jaden Ivey or here's Jonathan Kuminga or whatever it may be of a young player, I would understand. Like it's hard to say no to some of that, especially if you're trying to trade up in this year's draft to get a second lottery pick for like from OKC or somebody. You got to do it.
We should definitely talk with OKC about a pick swap situation. I brought this up with a few people. Like OKC has 4 picks in next year's draft. They have 0 roster space. We have other teams' picks. This is actually a great situation for both sides because we have picks that they could use later on, and they have picks we can use right now. Like that would be a great deadline move if Sean Marks had a brain. Like you trade some of the picks that you have that are expendable, get picks next year's draft that you need to utilize to get a second lottery pick. I'm in total agreement with that. Like not just trade your vets, but we have picks that can be movable to get other picks. And OKC is definitely going to be a team that they're going to have to move those picks. They have no space left.
As of right now, I
if y'all
broke this
wouldn't
down.
but Dylan, hold on. If y'all
Yeah.
wouldn't budge there, then it got to be a win now team. MBJ is a win now player. Like a win now team will make that trade, but I don't want to trade him.
You got to look at the Pistons, though. The Pistons are a team that I'm hearing a lot of different conversations. Laurie Markin, Anthony Davis, and even MPJ. One of my friends, Reckoning, came up with this trade of MPJ and Terrence Mann for Tobias Harris' expiring contract, Jaden Ivey, and a first-round pick. That would be something I think both sides would have to consider.
Bro, it's a late first-round pick, bro.
It's still a second first-round pick, and we have other picks that we can use to move up. So, and we get an expiring contract
lottery
out
is
of
more, again, the value of a lottery first-round pick this season, the 2026 draft, is not the same as just a first-round pick. If we can get a lottery pick, then I'm with it. But just trade MPJ for a first-round pick, no.
Here's a question. What could we give up to OKC for their Clippers pick? Because you probably have to give up a very valuable pick. Does anybody
Thank
have an
you for
idea
bringing
there?
it up. So I've talked about this actually with on my podcast and in one of my most recent articles. The Thunder currently have 12 players that will be under contract next year for them. They have 4 first-round picks and a second-round pick this year. They can't physically roster another 2 or 3 rookies.
Right.
You also have to look at their financial situation. They're entering the second apron next season. They have $245 million worth of contracts on the books just within those 12 players that they're going to have next year. They can't physically draft 2 lottery picks. It's impossible for them. They will get penalized for it. They're going to have to trade these picks. So, to me, as of right now, I'm giving up that 2032 Denver pick unprotected. And I'm giving up a 2031 Nets pick, top 10 protected, for that Clippers pick.
I'm with you on that. That would be a great deal for both sides. And that Clippers, but listen, the Clippers look done right now. That pick, I think, could be around top 6 or 7. And if our pick's in your 4 or 5,
So you
that's 2
saying
lottery
that
picks
Clipper
right
pick
there.
is
Depending on
allowed?
what the Clippers do, man. Yeah, I mean,
If that
what are they
Clippers pick
now?
is between 8 through 14, or I'm sorry, I would say 8 through 11, I would give up that package.
Yeah,
I'm in agreement. Listen, the
If
Clippers
it's
ain't going
between
anywhere.
12 through 15, then I'm just giving up to
but
Denver unprotected.
it also depends on where the Clippers is at by May.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
mean, if they're really down below in the Western Conference, people not gonna like where that. I don't know. Yeah, I can see the NBA giving OKC a top 5, 6
I don't
pick.
think they can because they know that's going to ruin the league.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't
I
think
and the
they
don't
can do
know.
Clippers
it.
and the Clippers roster is just essentially James Harden and the Kawhi situation. I'm hearing the Clippers are fed up with Kawhi Leonard. They want his ass off the team as soon as possible. And James Harden, you've all seen when he doesn't have stars to have his back, he just gets pissed off and calls an audible. So the Clippers, I don't see them getting out of this situation. They lost their best defender, Derek Jones, Brook Lopez. He's old. Chris Paul's not even playing. Like they have no out right now other than to rebuild. And for OKC, like Dylan said, if it comes with giving up a 2031 and a 2032 pick to get it done, you got to get it done. And having 2 lottery picks next year's draft gives us exactly the ammunition to build a winning environment next year, whether that's those top 2 picks with MPJ as a third or second guy and then Drake and Egor. That's actually a good way for us to get back to just trying to compete to win. So I'm in agreement that OKC should definitely be a team that we talk with at the deadline, not leading up to the lottery night. Get it done on deadline day, so you already know you're going into offseason ready to make big moves. That's what should be a priority for us.
I mean, yeah, look, if they could get it, if they could do it, then yeah, of course, I would say do it. The soliloquy y'all had between you and Dylan, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he gotta, you know what I'm saying, know what he doing because Sam Presti, he shake and move with the best of them. You know what I mean? So he gonna put himself or the Thunder in this favorable situation. Not to mention they building their future while they competing, which is very impressive. But I sometimes ponder if we could do such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gary in the chat. I'm finna throw the link in the chat. Go ahead though, Dylan and John, talk that shit.
Yeah, I think it's a great move for us because OKC's in a bind, and the great thing about having all these picks that Sean Marks did figure out is that having other teams' picks makes a team that can't use current picks but future picks actually makes them in a better advantageous position. So we're one of the few teams that could actually entice OKC, and I think for us, if you're not going to trade too many of your vets, this would be another great way to nail the trade deadline. Get your second lottery pick, go into next summer, having 2 potential lottery picks, which gives us a great position and over $40 million in cap space to build up some vets on this team when you do want to try to win. So that's definitely got to be a priority for the Brooklyn Nets. Like, don't just think about trading the vets. Think about how we could get a second lottery pick. And the Clippers situation, like Dylan said, it's brutal right now. If OKC gets a top 5 pick, like that's even more brutal for the NBA. But before that's even a possibility, make them an offer they can't refuse to give up that pick. And that Nuggets pick, it's going to be a very valuable pick down the line because Joker will be past his prime by then. So that's definitely got to be a goal for us. And then the Pistons, they could be a team that might want MPJ or not, but they're a team that is looking likely to make a big move in the East on the deadline. So the great thing about us is we have $15 extra million in cap space to work with, and we should be a great third team facilitator around February. So I just hope we take advantage of that and not just trade Haywood Highsmith for a second round pick. Have an impactful trade deadline where you're setting yourselves up for the draft and for the summer free agency. That's what we got to get to right now. It's almost time for business time.
Well, just as a reminder, though, too, this free agency is not the year to spend. 2027 is going to have over 10 All-Stars that are potentially available and over 25 guys who are third or fourth options. This upcoming free agency, you're more so looking at cheap 2-year, contracts that are going to be guys who can be your bottom of the rotation caliber players for when the time comes to compete. You're really not looking to spend too much, especially with Michael Porter Jr.'s contract coming off of the books in 2027, depending on what you do with Nick Claxton and his $22 million contract. Like, there's ways the Nets could have up to $90 million in cap space for 2027, depending on if they keep some of these guys or bring some of these guys back. So realistically, you're not looking to spend next year. You're looking to add some key role players, but nobody that's gonna, fill up the financial book on that end.
Right, and if we trade for Kyle Kuzma's contract, him and
Claxton's such an
MPJ can
interesting
$60
player
million.
to me, though. Yo, Claxton's such an interesting player to me because if he could keep this up, if he could stay consistent, bro. Right now, his numbers is 14-7 with 3.9 assists, bro. Like if he can keep this up, his value changes. How we talk about Clax, how he fits with us and other teams, or even because it's easy to say we can raise his trade value and trade him and get whatever for him. But the truth is that we did that with our core players and they became successful with their ball clubs. Why not keep some of these players that got these high trade value? Like, how valuable are they to the Nets?
The key to a rebuild is always selling high on your vets. So again, I want to keep MPJ. I love his game and I absolutely love him as a player. But if they get a good package for him, you got to take it. But it's going to be interesting to see how they maneuver around this because again, we were all pissed off that we didn't trade up last year. But if there is a draft class to trade up for, it is this one. So you got to just hope that they make the smart decision.
Right, and you really got to ask yourself: is Claxton the center that can beat a Durant, a Joker, or heck, a Chet Holmgren if you were in a final situation? We have to always ask ourselves that question. Like, listen, Claxton's doing great right now. It took 7 years for him to have a triple-double, though. And you look at some of the bigs in the NBA who can have triple-doubles, like it's nothing. Like you have to ask yourself: is Claxton ultimately going to be that guy that's your interior paint threat? We've had deep discussions on this. Some nights he looks really great. Other nights he looks very human. Like, I'll be honest with you, besides the great assist numbers and improved free throws, nothing about his game has significantly changed to the point where it's like, wow, I can see us winning a title with this guy. But that's just my perspective.
That is the significant difference.
Just my perspective.
I just want to put this out there.
Difference. How could you say not other things? That is the significant
Have you seen the last few years with him, Breeze? Respectfully, he's doing great right now. But just like Dylan said, you have to sell high if you can't refuse too.
I'm talking about this season. I'm not talking about the last few years. I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about selling high.
Yeah, but that's goldfish memory, though, Breeze. Respectfully,
no, it's not. I'm talking about what his improvement is with this coach and the player development. The entire season, we're going to be talking about player development.
Jawan Howard, man.
Right, we can't overlook the player development in Clax. And if that's just him knocking down his free throws, I'm saying that's very valuable to the Brooklyn Nets. Very valuable. And so the points that we might have wanted him to create because he was shooting a long ball or developed the midi. No, he just started knocking down his free throws. And I think that's very valuable, knowing that he had a high field goal percentage one time in the league, like 2 seasons or maybe 3 seasons ago. Saying that to say he's not doing much to deviate from his natural game. He's putting a bounce by the foul line. Like he's getting the 1 dribble 2 euro. He's not trying to dunk it. He's soft lays, little hook, baby hooks at the rim. This is improvement in his game. And I'm just shy to... If they're gonna play like this, I'm shy to trade them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but people said the same thing about Dennis Schroeder and Cam Johnson last year, and look at them now. You just always have to consider on a bad team, the numbers look really great.
Cam Johnson was going to get traded. I never said that Cam Johnson was going to be a long-term piece on this team.
Yeah, some people did. Some people thought that that's the guy to keep. That's the vet leader. And look at him now. It's like listen, with their numbers are right now, it's great. But just like Dylan says, when you get other pieces, guys either have to slide down the pecking order or they have to adjust their role. Listen, I think Claxton with stars, we've seen it. He can adjust his role. But at the end of the day, is he the center that can go one-on-one with the best of the best? We've seen it against a guy like a Jalen Duran. He gets bodied, man. Like, you just have to ask yourself, is this the guy that you can trust?
He's the strongest man in the league, first and foremost. Second off,
he's only 21, bro. He's only 21. Claxton's 7 years. He's the same
player. How old he is? He should be playing football.
You still pick the strongest man in the league, bro. I'm talking about the fact that
guy's a bodybuilder.
Listen, when I talk about Clax, it's not for the individual part for the most part, but the 12 assists do stand out. But it's just collectively between him, Clowney, and MPJ. That chemistry that's building there, I don't want to break that up.
Can I just put something out there real quick? Just because you guys know my petty level. I do want to just remind you guys that I did say when we signed Jordi Fernandez as our head coach that he did develop Sabonis and Jokic and that there could be an improvement into Claxton's
we said that too.
We said that. I just want to put that out there again.
We all
like
said
Conor
that.
McGregor. You can start calling me Mystic Mac. I just predict this shit. You know what I mean? Just come on.
No, I was saying that too because I feel like Jordy got
the funny thing is you tapped into the stream a little bit late, but we already said that earlier. But word, you did say it too.
I was gonna say, yeah. As soon as I
Right.
typed link in the chat is when I jumped in, so I probably messed that.
Well,
My
we
fault.
Hold on,
My
hold
fault.
on.
You guys deserve your
we
props
did
too.
mention that.
Let Gary let Gary get in the conversation. Shout out to Gary. Gary, talk to us, man. You seen tonight's game?
Yeah, it was impressive. Drake Powell is a player, right? Like I still think there's a lot of question marks on the other guys, but Drake Powell, I think 15 games in, whatever it's been, we know we got something with him, whether he's a star or just a high end role player. We got something.
What you think about him? Do you think he should start over a man? And
Yeah, I would just start sooner rather than later. I would just start. I would just start him. Like I'd probably start him next. Like what you got to throw him in, right? Like I do this with my fighters too. It's like there's no point in babying people. You got to throw him in and see what you got. If he goes in there and he gets, and I don't think he will. He's at least going to hold his own defensively, right? Do we all agree on that?
He has. Look who he's guarding. Kate Cunningham already. Come on, he's already checking boxes.
Why not stick him out there 30 minutes a game with your starting five and let's see how he looks. He's gonna have to do it at some point. There's no point in babying him. Not in a year where you're not really looking to compete.
Is he playing anybody 30 minutes a game though? That's not what Jordy trying to do.
Egor played 29 tonight, so he's getting there. He's about there. So let's see next game.
I get it.
I'm satisfied with 30 minutes from Egor. If
Jordy is smart
I'm satisfied with that.
I want 30
We don't
minutes
need to
from
play the
Drake.
rookie no more than 29 minutes a game. That's a good amount of minutes.
Drake Powell's a starting two guard, man.
Bro. I am glad to see Egor getting 29 minutes though. Like that to me is like, okay, we finally doing something right. But Drake Powell should be sharing in them minutes. Like I want to see them both play 29 minutes and see what you get with that. Like,
Drake Powell and Egor have shown chemistry together. Like they found each other for shots. Even tonight, Egor gave him a great pass and he had the fake out for the three. Like those two guys, we talk about the MPJ Claxton chemistry. How about the Egor Powell chemistry? Imagine that as your backcourt. You get way better with your backcourt. Taller, you get some defensive presence from Powell, and Egor is starting to show what he can do offensively with his playmaking. Like that's a combination that could work. We have to explore it though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like the Terrence Mann stuff is annoying. Like at this point,
I like Egor's aggressive. You can tell he definitely getting more used to the physicality in terms of
All I'm saying is that if you have a starting five of Egor, Darren Peterson, Drake Powell, MPJ, and Claxton, that moves me.
I don't like
Darren Peterson. I feel like it's so far.
Hold on. Let's slow down because my thing is I don't like MPJ at the 4.
Yeah,
I don't need him at the 4. I don't need him at the 4. I don't.
That's an injury situation right there.
If you get Darren Peterson, if you get one, I guess you take him. But I wouldn't necessarily.
I was gonna say, I mean, shit. Even
or the boss.
I was gonna say, even if it's Boozer or Caleb Wilson, shit, stick him at the 4, Clax at the 5, MPJ at the 3, Powell at the 2, Egor at the 1. Again,
that sounds really good.
I'm here for all of this.
Would you move Clowney to the bench?
Or
might have to.
Or I was thinking, what if you put Egor, Powell, Boozer, Clowney, and Clax? But then again, I guess. But then again, I don't know. Like I feel like he can be versatile.
Not consistent enough offensively yet for me to, at least from like a 3-level scoring perspective, he's not there yet to where I can trust him to be a 3. He's dominant down low. He has a good post game, and he's a bully on the boards. So I need him at least at the 4.
He's a great 4. I think he would balance out MPJ and Claxton really well.
I think he's shown shades
right.
In terms of Peterson and the boss. I think they overall, in terms of 3-level scoring, take it, but I don't think he's that far from it.
Listen, you guys know that I'm a Duke guy. You guys know that I'm a Duke guy. Right now, I got Caleb Wilson ahead of Boozer. Hot take, but I do. I think Wilson's the real deal.
I like Wilson, but I like Boozer at 3.
I wouldn't be surprised. It might be a. I wouldn't be surprised if Caleb worked his way into the top 3. I really wouldn't.
If we get Wilson, that defense with Powell, man, that is super enticing. But
I don't think Boozer would be the. I think if Caleb worked his way into the top 3, I think the Boston would be the main man out. Like I don't think it would be Boozer.
But hold on, why did Dylan earlier say that he think Caleb Wilson is better than Boozer right now?
Just based on the overall games they play. Boozer is by far the better playmaker, but in terms of defense, Wilson's better. In terms of rebounding, they're both similar. In terms of offensive consistency, Wilson's got him right now. Wilson's been more efficient. He's been a more high intensity player. Like realistically, Wilson is probably the only lottery pick that's gonna, or even the potentially first round pick that's coming out of UNC this year. Henry Vassir, their center, potentially could be a late first. But if you're looking at the overall teams, Wilson's carrying his team more than Boozer is right now. Boozer's playing with five other guys. Boozer's playing with five other guys who are going to be, first round, if not early second round picks. So I'm just more impressed with what I've seen from Wilson. And again, I'm saying that as a Duke fan. I absolutely love Boozer so far, but
I think
Wilson to
Wilson's
me is
face-up
better overall.
game is better too.
Well,
Like
Wilson
at least
is-
now.
Wilson to me is the best defender in the country right now.
Oh, he's all NBA if he keeps this up, man. Like, come on. He's locking people up left to right. Like he looks taller than he does for his height.
I was
which
gonna
is
say
cool.
he's 6'10" and he can shoot the three. He just hasn't even had to showcase it yet. If you go back and watch his high school highlights, he can shoot the three at will. So I'm not worried about him as a floor spacer in the league. That's gonna come. But he's just dominant, dude. He's a freak athlete. He's
I
a
like
high
his I like
caliber
his
defender.
mentality though. I like
Yeah,
his mentality
he
is
plays
scary
pissed
good.
off.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
His athletic
He's
ability
definitely
is
a
similar
dog.
to Boston.
I
His
seen him with
athleticism is
Lethal
similar to
Shooter
Boston's.
too. He was chilling with Lethal Shooter.
He got a midi. He
Yeah,
got a
he
midi.
working
He got
on
a
his
midi.
mid range. I think that's what he has in terms of potential over Boozer. Like I'm not saying Boozer can't improve in terms of that shot creation aspect, but his post up game and his fade game, I think, is above Boozer as of right now. Like you can put him in the post, he'll do a post fade, he'll pull up for the mid range. Like I think his shot creation, his on ball creation potential, I think is higher than Boozer's right now.
I'd
And
be
then
happy
you
I
with
think
combine
people
that
say
with
that. I think people say that about Boozer because he's not flashy, bro.
No, Boozer.
no, I
He's
don't think
got
it's
all the
flat. I don't
physical
even think it's
stuff.
flashy. Like I get what you mean. Like he doesn't have that wiggle to his game, but I don't even think it's that. I just think, and you've seen it with Texas and like the other teams. Like if you crowd the paint, he shoots horrible. Like he was 7 for 17, I think, a couple of games ago. Like I just need him to do more of like a post game. Like if the paint is crowded, go to the post. You know what I'm saying? Do a post fade or do a pull up mid range. Like of course, strength is gonna win every time in the NBA. But what are you gonna do to counter that when the wall is built? Like what are
Right.
moves that you can do to counter? You know what Giannis does. Like Giannis, he figured out, hey, I can't just bully all the
All
time.
right.
He
You could just
developed a
push
post
off, man. You could just push off
Yeah.
like Jaylen Brown.
Like
He
Jalen
definitely-
Brown, right?
He definitely has things. He definitely has things to work on, but he already has the NBA physical body, which is scary for his development. Like his father gave him really good trainers, man, just to have the game shape already. But I do agree there is some finesse work he can better apply to himself. But I'd be fine with either him or Wilson. Wilson with Powell, scary, but physicality wise, like Boozer really has that. Like we need to become a more physical team if we're going to take
And if
serious
you do
steps
get
in this.
Wilson, you do get that UNC connection with him and
The
Powell.
Unk connection. Unk.
Yeah, you get
UNC,
that. And
man.
Powell and Caleb Wilson on defense would be fucking amazing to watch.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Yeah, we could get that.
Just find a
That-
way to get me a top 4 pick and then Nicholas Abdelas. I don't care what you have to do. Just
Oh
find
my
a way
gosh,
to
if
get
you can
there.
get
I think
him
we in the
too.
range of a top 4. It's fair to say that we're in the range of a top 4 pick right now.
We don't know, Breeze. Respectfully, if you're not the
We're
worst
number 5
record,
right now.
you could go anywhere. We have the 5th. That could be anywhere right now. Like it's
I was
literally
gonna
gonna be
say,
up to chance again.
I literally went on
Probably.
Tankathon and did 2 lottery simulations, and we landed first overall on the first one and second on the next one. So, hey, you know what? Let it ride.
Yeah, I think it's too like panicking in February and March. I'm totally with, but it's November. Like I can't sit here.
I was gonna
and
say, I just posted my article. The Nets' next 12 games. I'll read it off real quick. The Nets' next 12 games is going to be against the Raptors. That's a loss. The Knicks. That's a loss. The 76ers. That's a loss. The Bucks. I have that as a win right now if Giannis isn't playing, but if Giannis is playing, that's a loss.
He's not.
I was
He
gonna say,
probably
yeah.
won't.
I was gonna say, so the Bucks will probably beat. Right now, we're 1-3 within the next 4. Hornets. I say the Hornets beat us. 1-4. Bulls. They beat us. 1-5. Jazz. We beat that. They beat us. 1-6. Pelicans. We beat them. 2-6. Heat. We lose to. That's 2-7. Raptors were 2-8. 76ers were 2-9. Timberwolves were 2-10. Like, there's by the end of December, we're going to be a bottom 3 team again.
That Jazz one can be a toss-up. I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Miami and the Raptors, though. They've been a pleasant surprise, those two teams. They played really
But it
well.
will be a chance to see Ace Bailey against, Egor in our rookie
Oh, yeah, I mean, just had to bring a base, man.
So it'll be interesting to see how they play against each other. But I don't know. I think Milwaukee and
hold
Jazz
on.
might be a toss-up, though.
Just kind of just entertaining it. Which I think is a better connection, the BYU connection with AJ and Egor, or the UNC connection with Caleb and Drake Powell.
Oh, that is a great one.
At this point, for me, if you get either one, I'm happy.
Yeah, same. You can't go wrong
I'm
with
happy.
either
I
top
can't go
5 right
wrong.
now.
Like,
You really
really, you
can't.
can't go wrong. Literally,
Just get in top 5 for Pete's sake, please.
like you
Save
can't go
us
wrong. But
everything.
seeing either one, if you get Egor with his progression the way he is now, with AJ DeBonster, like that duo year 2 with Egor having the NBA experience already, I will be excited to see. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a lock for our point guard position as of now. I mean, you have that with a wing in AJ DeMonster. I think the only thing that will be talked about next year will probably be the 2 guard spot. I mean, what's going to happen with Cam? Is Drake Powell going to take that spot next year? I think that's really what the conversation will be about. But
Powell's
other
making a
than
great
that,
case right now, man.
yeah, you got to get your front court solidified. Now, if Peterson is on the board and the Bonster and Boozer is not there, you obviously take him. You'll figure that shit out. But I mean, I feel like it's up for grabs. But Peterson is probably your 2 guard if you get him. It makes no sense not to get him. But that's assuming you get the number 1 pick, which with Darren Peterson being out might be up for grabs. But once Peterson comes back,
I think
like
Darren Peterson gonna be a superstar in this league, bro. He just
I
got
will
that.
say I do believe that there is a chance that Peterson goes number 2. And the only reason I say that is because there are certain teams that do not need him whatsoever. Like Washington, yes, they would probably take him. Atlanta, yes, they would probably take him. But Indiana? I don't think so.
I don't know, Dylan. Halliburton and Peterson backcourt sounds nice.
I just don't think Peterson fits the system of what they like in Indiana, because Indiana's getting to the point where they're similar to like the Warriors, they're similar to the Heat. They have a specific style of play that they like, and I don't think that they would jeopardize playing Andrew Nembhard and Halliburton together. I think that they're looking for a wing.
What
or
happened?
A big.
Yo, what happened to Peterson too? Because I seen he was out of some tournament or
I
something.
think he had a groin injury. Yeah, he has a groin injury. Yeah. There's a lot of that going around, which is
Yo,
crazy.
the injury list has been crazy. It's not even the end of November, man. Half the league is done. Like, sheesh.
A lot of people got hamstrings, man.
Yo, meanwhile, OKC's not even playing shy in 4th quarters, man. Like, insane the position they're in right now.
They're gonna break the win record.
That's crazy.
They might.
And they don't even have Jalen Williams. It's disgusting, dude.
It is sick.
But yeah,
that team is
to be
insane.
fair though,
Jalen Williams. What happened to Jalen Williams?
He's injured.
He's been out the entire season.
He's been out for most of the season.
Yeah, wrist.
Is it still a hand injury? Is it still that same?
Nah, it's a wrist. I think it's his wrist.
Yeah, it's a wrist thing.
Whatever he got surgery on over the offseason is what he's rehabbing still.
It's a wrist thing.
That he was playing through that. They said he was playing through the playoffs.
Yeah, he was playing through that in the finals, so he had to get surgery. Which I respect. I mean, that's for all the marbles, So I respect the kid for playing, but
somebody watching TV right now?
I don't know who's watching TV. But I mean, realistically, I think at this point for this organization, all you can do is just land top 5 and hope for the best. Like at this point in the matter, if you get top 5, you're pretty much content. If Caleb Wilson or Nate Ament is the guys that you end up going with outside of the top 3, then I feel like as a Nets fan base,
I wouldn't be mad at that.
The NBA cannot give the West any more talent. The West has had insane talent the last 5 years. Like they gotta bring some to the East right now. Like if we're in the top 4, it's because the NBA wants to swift the pendulum a little bit, which would be great. but that's the only way this happens. They have influence some way or another. But that Cooper Flag crap they did, disgusting because it blew up in their face. They cannot just throw these guys in positions where
What do
they
y'all
don't have
think
to do much.
of the top three? And I can possibly. What if y'all think of the top three possibly being? Because I think it could be Atlanta due to the Pelicans, Brooklyn, and Indiana.
I was gonna say,
I think
as
that
of
can be
right
the
now,
top three.
as of right now, knowing how the league works, I think it's going to be in no specific order: Memphis, Brooklyn, and probably I would probably say Atlanta. I honestly,
I think
I'm not
Atlanta's
even.
going to be in that top three
I was gonna
just
say
based off the
I'm not even
Pelicans.
saying this because I don't want to see Washington get the best player, but I genuinely think the best pick that they could actually get out of this year's draft is Mikael Brown Jr. He's the perfect fit for what they need at point guard long term.
At 5, yeah.
Wow, you think Memphis might finish top three?
I think Memphis has a. I think Memphis is gonna get DeBansta.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be sick for them. He shouldn't go there, man. They're only selling $4 tickets. That would be a horrible way to welcome a franchise player, man. I think the organization might sell, man.
Let's hope that's not the case.
I was gonna say, watch it somehow be the Hawks get Peterson, the Grizzlies get DeBansta, and then we get one of Wilson or Boozer.
Can I ask y'all a question?
That's a great situation for us.
Let me ask y'all this question: If we did so, like say hypothetically get one, and you're the Brooklyn Nets,
I can't complain if we're 1 through 4.
No, who
5,
you picking?
I'll be disappointed.
Who you gonna pick?
But
at
again,
one,
the consolation prize being Nate Ament or Koa Pete or Mikael Brown
I'm
Jr.
saying
I'm cool with it. It's just it's top 4 for me. I need.
Yeah, no,
top 4
he
this
asking.
year.
Yo, Dylan,
No, we get
Dylan,
I'm asking you if we land that one, who are you picking?
Who's asking me this? Because I see mics moving, but I can't hear everybody.
Just asking for me.
Maybe Joey.
Okay.
Joey, Joey's asking you if you got number one. If we got the number one pick, who would
if I
you
had
go
number
with?
one, I'm taking Peterson. He's the best player. Again, you don't hear it very lightly when somebody is compared to Kobe Bryant. To me, that is special. If that's your Cam Thomas replacement and you're still able to find a way to keep MPJ, then having a core built around MPJ, Peterson, and Joman and Powell, that moves me. I think if that's the situation, honestly, I would probably do it to where I have Peterson at the 1, Powell at the 2, Joman at the 3, and then MPJ at the 4 with Claxton at the 5.
That's interesting.
Me personally, I would go if I'm personal preference. I'll do a hot take and go AJ. But realistically, if anything, I think what they would do would probably either be Darren Peterson or Boozer.
If the Nets aren't
100%,
if the Nets aren't 100% sold on Peterson and you get the number 1 pick, you trade back. You do what Boston did, right? Because if you land any of these 3 guys, you're fine. But if you're not sold on Peterson, then you trade back.
If I had the number,
thinking probably 3, you go to 3.
I would say drop back to 3 because if you're getting one of DeBanster or Boozer, it doesn't matter which one you get. They're both really good. So
if I had the number 1 pick, I'm gonna go the opposite. I would pick DeBansta just because, man, this guy's an athlete. We have not seen athletes like this guy in a long time, man. For us, if you're trying to market a franchise guy, I think DeBansta checks so many boxes. He scores a variety of ways. Athleticism is insane. I know it would cause some issues in the front court, but man, forget that. You get your guy. That's your franchise guy going forward, and you might have to make some adjustments there, but I'd be fine with DeBansta, man. That's real raw talent right there, and he's very ahead of schedule. So I would go with that. Listen, Peterson, I'm totally fine with, but we have so many guards as is. I think your front court in this East has to be really damn good if you're going to make a deep run, and that's no shame on Peterson. I just feel like that's what this draft was about, drafting guards. Next year should be about getting your wing. And DeBansta, you have the number 1 pick. I think I'd be shocked if anybody turns getting him at 1 if you get the number 1 pick.
I was going to say, Michael Porter Jr. just liked my post on Instagram. That's fucking sick.
That's what's up.
The same thing that I just posted on Twitter.
The All-Star
the All-Star one. Yeah, he just liked that. That's dope.
Shout out to MPJ.
That's my dog, bro. That is my guy.
Like an All-Star for sure, bro. He had a high efficiency. He's shooting the ball well, and he's coming up clutch, bro. 16 points in the 4th quarter is nothing to sneeze at.
Man, I'm
If
still,
you're talking about a
I'm still
lineup,
stuck on Dylan's 2-10 in the net. I mean, 2-8 in the next 10 games, man. You wouldn't have counted this game right here as a win, would you?
I'm pretty sure Gary and I on our podcast when we were breaking down the next few games said that Boston is likely, because we were playing them back to back, we would likely split with them.
All
So
right. Because I'm telling you, we might get a couple wins niggas ain't expecting to.
Well, early December, we're facing some tanking teams. I call it Merry Tankmas because we're facing a few teams right off the bat in December. We only play 9 games in December, and the first few are against bad teams. That's where we're probably going to get a few wins. But then the schedule gets brutal. I think in January to February, the end and beginning of the month, like we're having the longest road schedule of our whole season. That's where it's really going to be a test for this team. You guys heard about the Warriors and their schedule right now? We're going to feel that in a month and a half.
NBA said y'all didn't do it right last year, so this year we got y'all. We're gonna give y'all a hardest schedule this year.
Yo,
Y'all
did
follow
you hear the
them.
mileage LM they've covered? Like it's like what a band covers if they're on a UK tour, man. That's crazy.
Crazy. I'm with keeping MPJ next year though. You talk about being
dude, I want to
competitive.
keep him. I don't like I said.
We need to be competitive next year. We can't give Houston the top 3 pick. You need even if you get AJ, I just think you keep him next year. Like he helps add to this team tremendously in the scoring, and I guess now rebounding in playmaking areas. He will help this team, I think, be above 500 next year. Like I truly think you keep him next year. He'll be on his last year. If you want to trade him by then, cool. But I still think you keep him towards the end of his contract. I think he would genuinely help this team be competitive.
It all depends on who you draft and how we use that cap space. I think Dylan made a valid point. Like necessarily, you don't want to use your cap space to sign long-term guys next year per se, but you want to get guys on cheap, affordable contracts where they're good winning vets that help you now, but you don't have to overpay them. Like that's going to be the key for the Nets. Get your franchise guy in the draft. Maybe keep MPJ as your second or third option temporarily, mostly a third option, but get some good vets around that where you're fighting at least for a playing spot at that point, which I guess would be a way to start getting back to winning at this point.
Yo, hold on, y'all. I gotta say thank you to Netorious, Everything Brooklyn Nets, John. This is JTV, Scott, Dylan, Net Press, Brooklyn LM, Gary, Dylan. Tell us where you can find your content the next time you go on live, bro.
Yeah, I'm not sure when the next time is. Busy work schedule, but make sure to drop a follow, subscribe on YouTube at BK Nothing But Nets Podcast. You can find me on Instagram at Nets Press, over 21,000 followers over there and still growing. Also, make sure to try and check me out on Substack. I'm getting back into the article game, so trying to be as consistent as possible over there, giving you guys some ideas on mock drafts, players to keep an eye out for, potential trade deadline stuff, updates after games, things of that nature. So you can find me at all 3 of those.
I appreciate you, Scott. You too. What the next time you got something going on, Scott? Scott, you there, Scott? I think Scott got something going on Saturday, so y'all can find him at Palmer Gaming some more. Y'all can find content from him there. This is JTV. Talk to us, man. What you got going on, Jay? All right,
everybody, nobody there.
Everybody went to sleep.
Yeah, I got something going on. I'm sorry.
All right, when?
Yeah, Saturday, 8:00, 8:30. I'm sorry, 8:30. I'm gonna put it in the link. My social media channel.
All right, cool, man. Shout out to Everything Brooklyn. Shout out to Apartment Gamers and more. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Brooklyn LM. This is JTV. He got something going on. You there, Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in there right now.
All right, Jay, he got a show on Tuesday, different show. You know what I'm saying? Look for that. And, shout out to Everything Brooklyn Nets, John, always joining the panel, you know what I mean? Giving his take on what's going on. Yeah, man, we out here, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know. And we're going to be back with more content. Probably before Sunday. Yeah, probably Sunday. I'll probably just do a recap. I don't know if I'm going to be available tomorrow, but I'm going to be looking probably on Scott and channel and chat.
Yeah, I put it on the link.
Yeah, this is where y'all can subscribe to Scott, you know what I'm saying? Again, man, creme de la creme, run, tell a Nets fan friend. Nets fans is the best fans. Have a good one, y'all.